아, 아, 아. 생강차님, 안녕하세요. 네, 화면 잘 나오시나요? 라라니님, 반갑습니다. 늦은 시간 와주신 분들, 감사합니다. 네, 잠시 후 한 10분 뒤부터 네, 구글 I/O, 구글 최대 컨퍼런스가 진행됩니다. 오잉, 잠시 세팅을 하고 있습니다. 네, 생강차님, 챗GPT 플러그인 신청해놨는데, 저도 신청해놨는데 아직 안 됐습니다. 이거는 근데 한국에서도 또 되신 분도 있긴 하거든요. 그래서 기준이 제가 봤을 때는 그 신청하실 때 아마 그 입력하는 뭘 만들고 싶은지를 입력하는 칸이 있었잖아요. 그거를 정말 성의 있게 잘 쓰신 분들이 먼저 되지 않았을까. 네, 이런 생각이 듭니다. 저는 약간 대충 쓴 것 같은데 그래서 안 되는지. 네, 또 되신 분들도 있고 안 되신 분들도 있어서 아마 그 뽑는 기준이 그거지 않을까 싶긴 합니다. 들어오신 분들 좋아요 한 번씩 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 10분 뒤에 8분 남았군요. 8분 뒤에 이제 기조 연설이 진행됩니다. 그래서 함께 시청하면서 어떤 내용들이 나오는지 좀 간단히 해설하는 네, 그런 방송을 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 오 아이스 28님 반갑습니다. 트위치에서도 들어오셨군요. 반갑습니다. 성만이님 감사합니다. 네, 함께 재밌는 네, 구글 I/O를 보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 아직은 시간이 좀 남아서 그냥 관전 포인트 하나 소개해드리면 네, 이번 구글 I/O의 관전 포인트 먼저 CNBC 인터뷰를 통해서 약간 선공개된 게 팜2가 공개된다고 합니다. 그래서 이게 얼마나 엄청날지 좀 시연이나 이런 게 오늘 나올 것 같은데 네, 그거를 지켜보는 것도 좀 재밌는 요소가 될 것 같습니다. 그래서 여기 그냥 기사에 나온 바로는 팜2는 이제 100개 이상의 언어를 포함하여 뭐 코딩도 해주고 뭐 그런 건데 이제 팜이 5,400억 파라미터로 아마 현존하는 파라미터 중에 제일 많은 파라미터를 가지고 있는데 그것보다도 더 많이 네, 올라간 파라미터를 보여주지 않을까 뭐 이런 생각도 들고요. 네, 아무튼 좀 재밌는 발표가 될 것 같습니다. 네, 그래서 아직은 좀 남았는데 이걸 눌러 놓겠습니다. 6분 30초 정도 남았습니다. 네, 과연 또 어떤 것들을 보여줄지 기대가 됩니다. 워낙 또 AI 전쟁인 상황이니까 와, 이런 상황에서 아마 구글 I/O에서 확 보여주지 않으면 사실 구글이 조금 지금 밀리는 모양새잖아요. 그래서 여기서 좀 엄청난 거를 보여주려고 좀 기를 모으고 있지 않았을까. 네, 이런 조금 예상을 해볼 수 있을 것 같습니다. 그래서 여러 그 언론들에서도 다 아마 이번 구글 I/O는 AI 중심이 될 거다라고 좀 예측을 하던데 그럴 것 같습니다. 워낙 다들 AI 경쟁이 심해가지고 여기서 얼마나 신기한 걸 보여줄지 기대가 됩니다. 네, 이제 5분이 남았습니다. 초코뮤즈님, iO의 안드로이드 워치 관련 언급이 네, 나옵니다. 아마 뭐 작년에도 나왔고 아마 오늘 올해도 어김없이 네, 나올 것 같습니다. 네, 5분도 안 남았습니다. 그래서 오늘 좀 볼만한 발표를 소개해드리면, 일단은 저는 이렇게 3개를 즐겨찾기를 해놨습니다. 그래서 어떤 거냐? 일단은 기조연설. 네, 기조연설에서 가장 핵심적인 것들이 나오고요. 그 다음에 개발자 기조연설도 있습니다. 그래서 좀 아예 개발자 관련 제품들이나 솔루션 기술들을 보여주는 그런 행사도 있고, 추가로 생성형 AI에 대한 그것만 따로 모은 세션도 있더라고요. 그래서 이런 것들을 3가지 정도를 보면은 가장 재밌지 않을까, 네, 이렇게 예상을 해봅니다. 네, 그 외에도 뭐 다양한 세션들이 있는데, 네, 그런 것들은 이제 관심사에 맞게 보시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 네, 3분 정도 남았습니다. 네, 들어와 주신 분들 좋아요 한 번씩 눌러주시면 정말 감사드리겠습니다. 네, 소리도 켰습니다. 네, 소리 적당하신가요? 이 정도? 이 정도 하면 될까요? 너무 큰가? 안 줄일까요? 네, 라이브였습니다. 네, 라이브로 실시간으로 이제 구글 I/O를 보면서 해설 방송을 진행하고자 합니다. 그리고 채팅으로 같이 의견 나누면서 보면은 좀 더 재밌지 않을까. 네, 들어오신 분들 좋아요 한 번씩 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 좋아요 한 번씩 눌러주시면 감사드리겠습니다. 들어오신 분들을 위해서 또 간략 관전 포인트 다시 한번 소개해드리면, 네, 팜2가 발표된다라는 게 이제 사전에 약간 흘려진 정보여서 요거는 일단 확실시 될 것 같고요. 그래서 팜2가 얼마나 좀 대단하게 나올지, 예, 기대가 됩니다. 네, 내일 뭐 또 요약본도 아마 커뮤니티 게시글이나 이런 걸로도 올려드릴 텐데, 그것들 보셔도 됩니다. 너무 졸리신 분들은 네, 주무시고 이따가 아침에 보셔도 됩니다. 아이고, 네, 저도 뭐 집이 곧 회사가 집입니다. 사업하시나 보군요. 네, 이제 1분 39초 네, 이 정도 남았습니다. 만키킴님 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 컴퓨터 못함님, 네, 큰 거 옵니다. 네, 큰 거가 과연 어떤 게 올지 기대가 됩니다. 반갑습니다. 네, 좋아요 한 번씩 눌러주시면 아주 감사드리겠습니다. 아이고, 네, 여기는 이제 시작입니다. 1분 뒤에 이제 약 2시간 가량의 이제 키노트를 함께 시청하면서, 네, 의견을 같이 나눠보면 재밌을 것 같습니다. 플러터 뉴스도 나오겠네요. 좋습니다. 기릿님, 조코딩님 PHP 웹개발 강의. 저는 PHP를 모르긴 하는데 이고잉 선생님이 좀 PHP를 잘 쓰셔가지고 아마 생활 코딩이 좀 잘 나오지 않을까 예상을 해봅니다. 오, 이제 오프닝이 나왔습니다. 5, 8 카운트다운 하고 있습니다. 소리 수준 괜찮으실까요? 지금 마이크랑 이거 소리랑 괜찮으실까요? 런님 반갑습니다. 잘 봐주셔서 감사합니다. 로둘기님 반갑습니다. 감사합니다. 네, 호호님 반갑습니다. 특이점이 온다. 특이점이 여기서 발표되면 좋겠네요. 1, 네, 0, 5 시작됐습니다. 네, 구글 키노트가 시작되었습니다.
Since day one, we set out to significantly improve the lives of as many people as possible. And with a little help, you found new answers, discovered new places. The right words came at just the right time. And we even learned how to spell the word Epicurean.
I-A-N.
Life got a little easier. Our photos got a little better. And we got closer to a world where we all belong.
All stations ready to resume count. 3, 2.
네, 김대웅님 픽셀 폴드도 공개된다는
So
뉴스가
as we
있어서
stand
아마
on the
공개가 될
cusp
것
of a new
같습니다.
era, new breakthroughs in AI will reimagine the ways we can help.
매드팜2 제가 비게스 소개드렸는데
We will have the chance
굉장히
to
정확한
improve the
의학
lives of
인공지능이라고
billions of
합니다.
people.
뮤직 LM 이것도
We
소개드렸습니다.
will give businesses the opportunity to thrive and grow,
워크스페이스
and help
AI도
society
보여주고
answer the toughest questions we have to face. Now, we don't take this for
자막이
granted.
있을까요? 자막도
So
있다.
while our ambition is bold,
한글 자막도 있다.
our approach will
영어밖에
always be
없습니다.
responsible.
아하.
Because our goal is to make AI helpful for everyone.
확실히 시작부터 AI를 받고 시작하네요. 이거는 지금 AI 얘기를 하겠다라고 아예 작정을 했죠. 시작됐습니다. 마운틴 뷰. 순다 피차이 나오시네. AI.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Google I/O.
와. 굿모닝. 여기는 새벽이지만 굿모닝입니다.
It's great to see so many of you here at Shoreline, so many developers, and a huge thanks to the millions joining from around the world, from Bangladesh to Brazil to our new Bayview campus right next door. It's so great to have you as always. As you may have heard, AI is having a very busy year.
바로 AI
So
받고
we've got
시작하죠.
lots to talk about. Let's get started. 7 years into our journey as an AI-first company, we are at an exciting inflection point. We have an opportunity to make AI even more helpful for people, for businesses, for communities, for everyone.
실시간
We've been
통역하면 너무 많을
applying
것
AI
같고
to
주요
make our
내용들
products
들리면 제가 그걸
radically more helpful
말씀드리겠습니다.
for a while. With generative AI, we are taking the next step. With a bold and responsible approach, we are reimagining all our core products, including search. You will hear more later in the keynote. Let me start with few examples of how generative AI is helping to evolve our products.
바로
starting with
생성A
Gmail.
AI 예시 보여준다
In
하면서 받고 시작합니다.
2017, we launched Smart Reply. Short responses you could select with just one click. Next came Smart Compose, which offered writing suggestions as you type. Smart Compose led to
종종
more
소개가 됐죠.
advanced writing features powered by AI. They've been used in Workspace over 180 billion times in the past year alone. And now with a much more powerful generative model, we are taking the next step in Gmail with Help Me Write. Let's say you got this email that your flight was canceled. The airline has sent a voucher, but what you really want is a full refund. You could reply and use Help Me Write. Just type in the prompt of what you want, an email to ask for a full refund, hit create, and a full draft appears.
이제는
As
챗GPT한테
you can
시키듯이
see, it
그냥
conveniently
비행기 예약
pulled in
취소하려면
flight
예약
details from the previous
그
email.
리펀드 그러니까 환불에
And it
대해서
looks pretty close to what you
이메일
want to
써줘
send.
하면 저렇게 이메일 아예
Maybe you
써주네요.
want to refine it further.
챗GPT가 안에
In this
들어간
case, a
느낌입니다.
more elaborate email might increase the chances of getting the refund.
오씨, 와 일라보레이트 하니까 확 늘어나네요. 와, 너무 좋은데요?
And there you go. I think it's ready to send. Help Me Write will start rolling out as part of our workspace updates. And just like with Smart Compose, you will see it get better over time. The next example is maps. Since the early days of Street View, AI has stitched together billions of panoramic images so people can explore the world from their device. At last year's I/O, we introduced Immersive View, which uses AI to create a high-fidelity representation of a place so you can experience it before you visit.
요건 작년 I/O에
Now we are
소개됐습니다.
expanding that same technology to do what Maps does best, help you get where you want to go. Google Maps provides 20 billion kilometers of directions every day. That's a lot of trips. Imagine if you could see your whole trip in advance. With Immersive View for routes, now you can, whether you're walking, cycling, or driving. Let me show you what I mean. Say I'm in New York City and I want to go on a bike ride. Maps has given me a couple of options close to where I am. I like the one on the waterfront, so let's go with that. Looks scenic. And I want to get a feel for it first. Click on Immersive View for routes, and it's an entirely new way to look at my journey. I can zoom in to get an incredible bird's eye view of the ride.
이야.
And as we turn, we get onto
와,
a great
씨.
bike path.
와, 거의 드론 뷰인데요. 와, 이런 기술들 이제 논문엔 많이 나왔는데
Looks like it's
실제로
going to be a
구글
beautiful
맵에 적용이
ride.
되나 봅니다.
You can also check today's air quality. Looks like AQI is 43, pretty good. And if I want to check traffic and weather and see how they might change over the next few hours,
와,
I
이
can do
교통
that.
상황도 나오는.
Looks like it's going to pour later.
와, 대박인데요.
So maybe I want to get going now.
와, 차가 막히는
Immersive View
거를
for
이렇게
routes will begin to roll
차들을
out
실제로
over the summer
보여줌으로써 보여주네요.
and launch in 15 cities by the end of the year, including London, New York, Tokyo, and San Francisco.
아, 서울은 없나요? 도쿄는 포함되어 있는데 서울 얘기는 안 하네요. 아하.
Another product made better by AI is Google Photos. We introduced it at I/O in 2015. It was one of our first AI-native products. Breakthroughs in machine learning made it possible to search your photos for things like people, sunsets, or waterfalls. Of course, we want you to do more than just search photos. We also want to help you make them better. In fact, every month, 1.7 billion images are edited in Google Photos. AI advancements give us more powerful ways to do this. For example, Magic Eraser, launched first on Pixel, uses AI-powered computational photography to remove unwanted distractions.
와, 이거 선택하고 지우는 거.
And later
지금도
this year,
되는 걸로
using a
알고 있는데.
combination of semantic understanding and
픽셀
generative
폰에서는
AI,
제공됐다고 합니다.
you can do much more with a new experience called Magic Editor. Let's have a look.
매직 에디터.
Say you're on a hike and you stop to take a photo in front of a waterfall. You wish you had taken your bag off for the photo, so let's go ahead and remove that bag strap.
오.
The photo feels a bit
이거는-
dark, so you can improve the lighting. And maybe you want to even get rid of some clouds to make it feel as sunny as you remember it.
오. 날씨 바꿔주네요.
Looking even closer, you wish you had posed so it looks like you're really catching the water in your hand. No problem. You can adjust that.
와. 오씨. 와, 사람 들어서 이렇게 옮기네요. 오호. 와, 여기에 쌤이 쓰였을까요?
Let's
그
look at one more
메타가
photo.
공개한 거.
This is a great photo, but as a parent, you always want your kid at the center of it all. And it looks like the balloons got cut off in this one. So you can go ahead and reposition the birthday boy.
와.
Magic Editor
와, 뒤에 아웃 페인팅으로
automatically
만들어주네요, 이
recreates
의자를.
parts of the
와,
bench
씨.
and balloons that were not captured in the original shot. As a finishing touch, you can punch up the sky. It changes the
와,
lighting in
씨.
the rest of the photo
와,
so the
날씨
edit
좋게.
feels consistent. It's truly magical.
야.
We are excited to roll out Magic Editor in Google Photos later this year.
와, 좋은데요? 거의 뭐 스테이블 디퓨전 이런 거 웹 UI 같은 게 아예 그냥 구글 포토에 들어간 느낌.
From Gmail and Photos to Maps, these are just a few examples of how AI can help you in moments that matter. And there is so much more we can do to deliver the full potential of AI across the products you know and love. Today, we have 15 products that each serve more than 500 million people and businesses. And 6 of those products serve over 2 billion users each. This gives us so many opportunities to deliver on our mission, to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. It's a timeless mission that feels more relevant with each passing year. And looking ahead, making AI helpful for everyone is the most profound way we will advance our mission. And we are doing this in 4 important ways. First, by improving your knowledge and learning and deepening your understanding of the world. Second, by boosting creativity and productivity so you can express yourself and get things done. Third, by enabling developers and businesses to build their own transformative products and services. And finally, by building and deploying AI responsibly so that everyone can benefit equally. We are so excited by the opportunities ahead. Our ability to make AI helpful for everyone relies on continuously advancing our foundation models. So I want to take a moment to share how we are approaching them. Last year, you heard us talk about PaLM, which led to
팜2 나오나
many
본데요.
improvements across our products. Today, we are ready to announce our latest PaLM model in production, PaLM2.
오. 팜2 나왔습니다.
PaLM2 builds on our fundamental research and our latest infrastructure. It's highly capable at a wide range of tasks and easy to deploy. We are announcing over 25 products and features powered by PaLM2 today.
와.
PaLM2 models deliver excellent foundational capabilities across a wide range of sizes. We've affectionately named them Gecko, Otter, Bison, and
호호.
Unicorn.
와.
Gecko is so lightweight
파라미터별로
that it
이름을
can
정해놓은
work
것
on
같습니다.
mobile devices, fast enough for great interactive applications on device, even when offline. PaLM2 models are stronger in logic and reasoning thanks to broad training on scientific and mathematical topics. It's also trained on multilingual text, spanning over 100 languages, so it understands and generates nuanced results. Combined with powerful coding capabilities, PaLM2 can also help developers collaborating around the world.
개발.
Let's look at this example.
개발
Let's
지식
say you're working
어느
with a
정도
colleague
될까요?
in Seoul and you're debugging
오,
code.
코리안
You can
나왔습니다.
ask
코리안.
it to fix a bug and help out your teammate by
오,
adding
주석
comments in
한글
Korean
주석까지
to the code.
달아주는지 보겠습니다.
It first recognizes the code is recursive, suggests a fix, and even explains the reasoning behind the fix. And as you can see,
오,
it added
DFS를
comments in
해주는
Korean,
코드로.
just
오,
like you asked.
야씨. 한글 주석이 한 줄씩 한 줄씩 달리는데요. 와, 대박이다. 와,
While
씨.
PaLM2 is highly capable.
와, 그러면 이
It
코딩
really
테스트 같은 거 할 때,
shines when fine-tuned on
이 왜
domain-specific
해답인지 모를
knowledge.
때도 있잖아요.
We
왜 해답인지
recently
모를 때
released SecPaLM,
이걸 돌리면은
a version of
해설이랑
PaLM2
그 코드랑 다
fine-tuned
같이 볼
for
수
security
있겠네요.
use cases.
와, 씨,
It uses
대박이네.
AI to better detect malicious scripts and can help security experts understand and resolve threats. Another example is MedPaLM2. In this
매드팜.
case, it's fine-tuned on medical knowledge.
이거는 이전에
This
발표되긴
fine-tuning
했습니다.
achieved a 9x reduction in inaccurate reasoning when compared to the model, approaching the performance of clinician experts who answered the same set of questions. In fact, MedPaLM2 was the first language model to perform at expert level on medical licensing exam-style questions
오호.
and is currently the state of the art. We are also working to add capabilities to MedPaLM2 so that it can synthesize information from medical imaging,
오.
like plain films
야,
and
씨,
mammograms.
엑스레이도
You
해독하는.
can imagine an AI collaborator that helps radiologists interpret images
Wow.
and communicate the results. These are some examples of PaLM2 being used in specialized domains.
와, 씨, 의사
Can't
대체
wait to see it used in
이걸로
more.
되나요?
That's why
와,
I'm pleased to announce that it is now available in preview, and I'll let Thomas share more.
오, 네, 팜2 프리뷰로 써볼 수 있나요? 아닌가? 프리뷰를 보여준다는
PaLM2 is the
건가?
latest step in our decade-long journey to bring AI in responsible ways to billions of people. It builds on progress made by two world-class teams, the Brain team and DeepMind. Looking back at the defining AI breakthroughs over the last decade, These teams have contributed to a significant number of them.
아, 두 팀 합쳐졌죠. 그 구글 브레인이랑 딥마인드랑.
Sequence-to-sequence models and so on. All this helps set the stage for the inflection point we are at today. We recently brought these two teams together into a single unit, Google DeepMind.
구글 딥마인드로 그 두 팀이 통합됐습니다.
Google, they have focused on building more capable systems safely and responsibly. This includes our next generation foundation model, Gemini, which is still in training.
제미나이였네요.
Gemini was
기사에서
created from
제민이라고.
the ground up to be multimodal, highly efficient at tool and API integrations, and built to enable future innovations like memory and planning. While still early, we are already seeing impressive multimodal capabilities not seen in prior models. Once fine-tuned and rigorously tested for safety, Gemini will be available at various sizes and capabilities,
Gemini.
just like Palm 2. As we invest in more advanced models, we are also deeply investing in AI responsibility. This includes having the tools to identify synthetically generated content whenever you encounter it. Two important approaches are watermarking and metadata. Watermarking embeds information directly into content in ways that are maintained even through modest image editing. Moving forward, we are building our models to include watermarking and other techniques from the start. If you look at the
워터마크를
synthetic image,
안 보이게
it's
넣을 수
impressive
있다는
how real
걸까요?
it looks. So you can imagine how important this is going to be in the future. Metadata allows content creators to associate additional context with original files, giving you more information whenever you encounter an image. We'll ensure every one of our AI-generated images has that metadata. James will talk about our responsible approach to AI later. As models get better and more capable, one of the most exciting opportunities is making them available for people to engage with directly. That's the opportunity we have with Bard, our experiment for conversational AI. We are rapidly evolving Bard. It now supports a wide range of programming capabilities, and it's gotten much smarter at reasoning and math prompts. And as of today, it is now fully running on Palm 2.
오,
To share more about what's coming, let me turn it over to Sissy.
그럼 지금 쓰면 이제 옛날 그 바드가 아닌가 보네요. 팜트로 바뀐 그런 거 같습니다. 원래는 되게 욕 많이 먹었죠. 바드 성능 안 좋다고. 근데 이걸 팜트로 바꿔 끼는 것 같습니다. 오호.
Thanks, Sundar. Large language models have captured the world's imagination, changing how we think about the future of computing. We launched Bard as a limited access experiment on a lightweight large language model to get feedback and iterate. And since then, the team has been working hard to make rapid improvements and launch them quickly. With Palm 2, Bard's math, logic, and reasoning skills made a huge leap forward,
물어보겠습니다.
underpinning its ability to help developers with programming.
아직
Bard can
람다인데요.
now collaborate on tasks like code
나오가 아닌 것
generation,
같습니다.
debugging, and explaining code snippets. Bard has already learned more than 20 programming languages, including C++, Go, JavaScript,
오호.
Python, Kotlin,
많이 쓸
and
줄 아네요.
even Google Sheets functions. And we're thrilled to see that coding has quickly become one of the most popular things that people are doing with Bard. So let's take a look at an example. I've recently been learning chess, and for fun, I thought I'd see if I can program a move in Python. How would I use Python to generate the scholar's mate move in chess? Okay, here Bard created a script to recreate this chess move in Python. And notice how it also formatted the code nicely, making it easy to read. We've also heard great
파이썬으로
feedback from
체스
developers about
움직이는
how Bard
그거를
provides
짜준
code
코드입니다.
citations. And starting next week, you'll notice something right here. We're making code citations even more precise. If Bard brings in a block of code, just click this annotation, and Bard will underline the block and link to the source.
오,
Now, Bard can also help me understand the code. Could you tell me what
소스랑 링크도 해주는 것
chess.board
같습니다.
does in this code? Now, this is a super helpful explanation of what it's doing and makes things more clear. All right, let's see if we can make this code a little better. How would I improve this code?
오호.
Okay, let's see. There's a list comprehension, creating a function, and using a generator. Those are some great suggestions.
오, 좋은데요.
Now, could you join them into one single Python code block? Okay, now Bard is rebuilding the code with these improvements. Okay, great. How easy was that? And in a couple clicks, I can move this directly into Colab. Developers love the ability to bring code from Bard into their workflow, like to Colab. So coming soon, we're adding the ability to export and run code with our partner Replit, starting with
오.
Python.
아, 래플릿도 되는구나. 오, 좋은데요? 오, 콜랩이랑 연결해서 바로 실행해 볼 수도 있고, 래플릿
We've
그것도
also
코드
heard
실행
that you want
환경인데,
dark theme,
오,
so
여기랑도
starting
연결을 하는
today,
것 같습니다.
You can activate it.
다크모드 한다니까 엄청 좋아합니다. 다크모드 원래
You can
없었나요?
activate it right in Bard or let it follow
오,
your OS
오, 됐다.
settings.
오,
And
원래
speaking
있었나요,
of
이거?
exporting things, people often ask Bard for a head start drafting
어,
emails.
뭐야,
and
방금
documents.
추가된 건가?
So
원래
today,
없었어요, 이거?
We are launching 2 more export actions, making it easy to move Bard's responses right into Gmail and Docs.
오. 아, 여기서 생성한 거 바로 지메일로 옮기거나 닥스로 옮기거나 할 수 있다.
So we're excited by how quickly Bard and the underlying models are improving, but we're not stopping there. We want to bring more capabilities to Bard to fuel your curiosity and imagination. And so I'm excited to announce that tools are coming to Bard.
오, 와, 그 플러그인 같이 바드랑 결합해서 그
As you
챗GPT
collaborate
플러그인
with
같은 걸
Bard, you'll
내놓는
be
것
able
같습니다.
to tap into services from Google and extensions with partners to let you do things never before possible.
오,
And of course,
오,
we'll
기대되는데요,
approach this
이거?
responsibly in a secure and private way, letting you always stay in control.
야,
We're starting with
플러그인
some of
나오나?
the Google apps that people love and use every day. It's incredible what Bard can already do with text, but images are such a fundamental part of how we learn and express. So in the next few weeks, Bard will become more visual, both in its responses and your prompts.
오, 이미지를
if you
인풋,
ask,
아웃풋 다 낼 수
What are
있는 것
some
같습니다.
must-see sites in New Orleans? Bard's going to use Google search and the knowledge graph to find the most relevant images.
야, 이미지까지.
Okay,
오, 좋은데요?
here we go. The French Quarter, the Garden District. These images are really giving me a much better sense of what I'm
그러니까
exploring.
관광지 추천해달라고 하니까 이렇게
We'll also
관광지
make it easy for you
추천이랑
to
이미지까지
prompt
같이
Bard
보여주는
with
거죠.
images, giving you even more ways to explore and create. People love Google Lens, and in the coming months, we're bringing in the powers of Lens to Bard. So,
오, 구글 렌즈의 바드, 바드의 구글 렌즈인가? 잘 못 들었는데
So if
구글
you're
렌즈의
looking to have
바드인지
some fun with
바드랑
your
결합되는
fur
것
babies,
같습니다. 아무튼.
you might upload an image and ask Bard to write a funny caption about these two. And Lens detects that this is a photo of a goofy German Shepherd and a golden retriever, and then Bard uses that to create some funny captions. If you ask me, I think they're both good boys. Okay, now let's do another one. Imagine I'm 18 and I need to apply to college. I won't date myself with how long it's been, but it's still an overwhelming process. So I'm thinking about colleges, but I'm not sure what I want to focus on. I'm into video games, and what kinds of programs might be interesting?
오호.
Okay, this is a helpful head start.
진로 상담도 해줍니다.
Animation looks pretty interesting. Now I could ask, help me find colleges with animation programs in Pennsylvania.
오호.
Okay, great. That's a good list of schools. Now, to see where these are, I might now say, show these on a map. Here, Bard's going to use Google Maps to visualize where the schools are.
야, 역시 구글 제품들을 그냥 플러그인으로 다 만든 것 같습니다. 그래서 바드 안에서 다 구글 제품들을 연결해서
This
쓸
is
수 있게
super
만들고
helpful,
있네요.
and it's exciting to see that there's plenty of options not too far from home. Now let's start organizing things a bit. show these options as a table. Nice. Structured and organized, but there's more I want to know. Add a column showing whether they're public or private schools.
오, 야, 좋은데요? 표를 알아서 업데이트 해주면서 원하는 컬럼을 추가할 수도 있습니다.
Perfect. This is a great start to build on. And now let's move this to Google Sheets so my family can
야.
jump in later to help me with
와,
my search.
연계성이 아주 엄청난데요? 오호. 야, 이제 뭐 과제나 이런 것도 받을 시킨 다음에 이렇게
You can see
구글
how
시트나
easy
이런
it
걸로
will be to
가져와서
get a
엑셀
jump
파일에서
start in
바로
Bard
제출할
and
수
quickly
있겠네요.
have something useful to move over to apps like Docs or Sheets to build on with others. Okay, now that's a taste of what's possible when Bard meets some of Google's apps. But that's just the start.
구글
Bard will be
외에도
able to
플러그인이
tap
있는
into
것 같아요.
all kinds of services from across the web, with extensions from incredible partners like
오.
Instacart, Indeed, Khan Academy, and many more.
오호.
So here's a
어도비도
look at
있어요?
one coming in the
야.
next couple months. With Adobe Firefly,
오,
you'll
이거랑
be able to
결합된다고?
generate completely new images from
와.
your imagination.
아니,
right in
파이어플라이
Bard.
그 발표한
Now,
영상
let's
그
say
보신
I'm
분들
planning a
아시겠지만
birthday party for my
그러면은
7-year-old
뭐
who loves
이미지 편집이나
unicorns.
영상 편집
I
같은
want a
것도
fun
연계가
image to
될 수
send
있지
out
않을까
with the
싶긴 하네요.
invitations. Make an image of a unicorn and a cake at a kid's party. Okay, now Bard is working with Firefly to bring what I imagined
와,
to
좋은데요?
life.
오호. 예, 와, 파이어플라이 엄청나죠.
How amazing is that? This will unlock all kinds of ways that you can take your creativity further and faster. And we are so excited for this partnership. Bard continues to rapidly improve and learn new abilities. And we want to let people around the world try it out and share their feedback. So today, we are removing the waitlist and opening up Bard to over 180 countries and territories.
오호. 투데이 지금 되나? 볼까요? 와.
With more coming soon. And in addition to becoming available in more places, Bard is
해보겠습니다.
also becoming available in more languages. Beyond English, starting today,
아직 안 됐네.
you'll be able to talk to Bard in Japanese and Korean.
와, 한국어 나왔어요. 국뽕. 한국어로 할 수 있다? 원래 한국어 아니었나?
Adding languages responsibly involves deep work to get things like quality and local nuances right. And we're pleased to share that we're on track to support 40 languages soon.
오. 야, 일본, 한국이 약간 대표 두 나라였네요. 근데
It's
한국어
amazing
원래
to see the
됐는데.
rate of progress so far. More advanced models, so many new capabilities, and the ability for even more people to collaborate with Bard. And when we're ready to move Bard to our Gemini model, I'm really excited about more advancements to come. So that's where we're going with Bard, connecting tools from Google and amazing services across the web to help you do and create anything you can imagine through a fluid collaboration with our most capable large language models. There's so much to share in the days ahead. And now, to hear more about how large language models are enabling next-generation productivity features right in Workspace, I'll hand it over to Aparna.
아무튼 뭐 비슷한 수순 오픈 AI가 하고 있는 수순을 좀 따라가는데 파트너가 좋네요. 네, 어도비 이런
From the
사람들이랑
very beginning,
파트너하니까
Workspace was built
좋습니다.
to allow you to collaborate in real time with other people. Now, you can collaborate in real time with AI. AI can act as a coach, a thought partner, a source of inspiration, as well as a productivity booster across all of the apps of Workspace. Our first
구글
steps with AI as a
워크스페이스랑 AI랑
collaborator were via the
같이
Help
협업을
Me
한다.
Write feature
이런
with
개념인데.
Gmail and Docs,
오.
which launched to trusted testers in March. We've been truly blown away by the clever and creative ways these features are being used, from writing essays, sales pitches, project plans, client outreach, and so much more. Since then, we've been busy expanding these helpful features across more surfaces. Let me show you a few examples. One of our most popular use cases is the trusty job description. Every business, big or small, needs to hire people. A good job description can make all the difference. Here's how Docs has been helping. Say you run a fashion boutique and need to hire a textile designer. To get started, you enter just a few words as a prompt. Senior level job description for textile designer.
그
Docs will
채용할
take
때
that
그
prompt,
채용
send it to a
공고라고 해야 되나요?
prompt-based model,
job
and let's see
description
what I got
그거를
back.
써주고 있습니다.
Not bad. With just 7 words, the model came back with a good starting point, written out really nicely for me.
저거
Now you can
쓰는
take
쓰기가
that
은근
and
어려운데
customize it for the kind of
잘 써주네요.
experience, education, and skill set that this role needs, saving you a ton of time and effort.
화면 오른가? 갑자기
Next.
꺼졌는데요? 아닌가? 네, 구글
Let me
시트에서
show you
사례를
how you
보여주는
can
것
get more
같습니다.
organized with Sheets. Imagine you run a dog walking business and need to keep track of things like your clients, logistics about the dogs, like what time they need to be walked, for how long, etc. Sheets can help you get organized. In a new sheet, simply type something like client and pet roster for a dog walking business with rates and hit create. Sheet sends this input to a fine-tuned model that we've been training with all sorts of Sheet-specific use cases. Look at that. The model
이런 데이터는 어디서 나와서
The model
그냥 막
figured out
만든
what you
건가?
might need. The generated table has things like the dog's name, client info, notes, etc. This is a good start for you to tinker with. Sheets made it easy for you to get started, so you
그
can go
365
back to
코파일럿
doing what you
그
love.
마이크로소프트에서 발표한 거랑 거의 유사한
Speaking of
흐름으로
getting back to
나가고
things you
있네요.
love, let's talk about Google Slides. People use slides for storytelling all the time, whether at work or in their personal lives. For example, you get your extended family to collect anecdotes, haikus, jokes for your parents' 50th wedding anniversary in a slide deck. Everyone does their bit, but maybe this deck could have more pizzazz. Let's pick one of the slides and use the poem on there as a prompt for image generation. Mom loves her pizza, cheesy and true, while dad's favorite treat is a warm pot of fondue. Let's hit create and see what it comes up with. Behind the scenes, that quote is sent as an input to our text-to-image models, and we know it's unlikely that the user will be happy with just one option. So we generate about 6 to 8 images so that you have the ability
6
to
to 8?
choose and refine.
6 to 8.
Whoa, I have some oddly delicious-looking fondue pizza images. Now, this style's a little too cartoony for me, so I'm going to ask it to try again. Let's change the style to photography
오,
and give it a whirl.
이거 파이어플라이에 이런 거
Just
있었죠?
as weird,
오호.
but it works for me.
야, 뭐 이것저것 다
You can
결합이
have
되는 것 같아요.
endless fun with this, with no limits on cheesiness or creativity. Starting next month, trusted testers will be able to try this and 6 more generative AI features across Workspace. And later this year, all of this will be generally available to business and consumer Workspace users via a new service called Duet AI for Workspace.
오. 듀엣 AI.
Stepping back a bit, I showed you a few powerful examples of how Workspace can help you get more done with just a few words as prompts. Prompts are a powerful way of collaborating with AI. The right prompt can unlock far more from these models. However, it can be daunting for many of us to even know where to start. Well, what if we could solve that for you? What if AI could proactively offer you prompts? Even better, what if these prompts were actually contextual and changed based on what you're working on? I am super excited to show you a preview of just that. This
신기한데요?
is how we see the future of collaboration with AI coming to life. Let's switch to a live demo so I can show you what I mean. Tony's here to help me with that. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Aparna.
오, 라이브
So-
데모로 보여주면은 기대되는데요. 뭐 일을 어떻게 시작해야 될지도
My niece
모르는데
Mira
뭐
and I
이걸
are
시작할 수
working on
있다고
a
하니까
spooky story together for summer
신기할 것
camp.
같습니다.
We've already written a few paragraphs, but now we're stuck. Let's get some help. As you can see, we've launched a side panel, something the team fondly calls Sidekick. Sidekick instantly reads and processes the document and offers some really neat suggestions, along with an open prompt dialogue. If we look closely, we can see some of the suggestions, like what happened to the golden seashell? What are common mystery plot twists? Let's try the seashell option and see what it comes back with. Now, what's happening behind the scenes is that we've provided the entire document as context to the model, along with the suggested prompt, and let's see what we got back. The golden seashell was eaten by a giant squid that lives in the cove. This is a good start. Let's insert these as notes so that we can continue our little project. Now, one of the interesting observations we have is that it's actually easier to react to something or perhaps use that to say, I want to go in a different direction. And this is exactly what AI can help with. I see a new suggestion on there for generating images. Let's see what this does. The story has a village, a golden seashell, and other details. And instead of having to type all of that out, the model picks up these details from the document and generates images. These are some cool pictures, and I bet my niece will love
어떤
these.
내용이냐면요.
Let's insert them into
이게
the doc
소설
for
같은데요.
fun.
소설 쓰다가 막혔을 때
Thank you, Tony.
반짝이는 별 누르면 뭘 할지 이제 도와주는 이 다음에 뭘 할지 선택하는
I'm
옵션들이
going to
있고
walk you through some
지금
more
뭐
examples,
어떤
and
주제에 대해서
this will help you
써줘라고
see why this
있는 질문을
powerful
선택했더니
new
이제 여러 가지
contextual
그 다음
collaboration
이야기들을
is such a
생성해주고
remarkable boost
이미지까지도
to
생성할 수 있는
productivity
그런
and
시연을
creativity.
보여줬습니다.
Say you're writing to your neighbors about an upcoming potluck. Now, as you can see, Sidekick has summarized what this conversation is about. Last year, everyone brought hummus. Who doesn't love hummus? But this year, you want a little more variety. Let's see what people signed up to bring. Now, somewhere in this thread is a Google Sheet where you've collected that information. You can get some help by typing, write a note about the main dishes people are bringing, and let's see what we get back. Go. Awesome. It found the right sheet and cited the source in the Found In section, giving you confidence that this is not made up. It looks good. You can insert it directly into your email. Let's end with an example of how this can help you at work. Say you're about to give an important presentation, and you've been so focused on the content that you forgot to prepare speaker notes. The presentation is in an hour. Uh-oh. No need to panic. Look at what one of the suggestions is. Create speaker notes for each slide. Let's see what happens.
이거는
What happened behind the scenes
365
here is that the
코파일럿에도 이런 게
presentation
있긴
and
했죠.
other relevant context was sent to the
오.
model to help create these notes.
오, 근데
And
좋은데요?
once you've reviewed them, you can hit insert and edit the notes
오.
to convey what you intended.
야, PPT 발표 대본을
We've been-
써줍니다.
So you can
오,
now
좋은데요?
deliver the presentation without worrying about the notes. As you can see, we've been having a ton of fun playing with this. We can see the true potential of AI as a collaborator, and we'll be bringing this experience to
확실히
Duet
365
AI for
코파일럿
Workspace.
씨랑
With
이제
that,
나와서
I'll hand it
어떤 게
back to
성능이
Sundar.
좋을지가 관건일 것 같아요. 거의 해주는 거나 데모 자체도 사실 365 코파일럿에서 봤던 거긴 한데 이제 구글 슬라이드에서도 된다 이런 느낌인
It's
것 같긴
exciting to
합니다.
see all the innovation coming to Google Workspace. As AI continues to improve rapidly, we are focused
근데
on
좀
giving
더 좋은
helpful
거는
features to our
선택할 수
users.
있는 게 있어서
And
굳이
starting
채팅을
today,
안
we
쳐도
are
바로
giving you
이
a
떠서
new way to
클릭하면은
preview
그걸
some of
수행해
the
준다는
experiences
좀 장점은 있긴 한 것
across
같습니다.
Workspace and other products. It's called Labs. I say new, but Google has a long history of bringing labs, and we've made it available throughout our history as well. You can check it out at google.com/labs.
혁신적인 거 앞에 팜2 발표 있긴
Next up,
했습니다.
we're going to talk about search. Search has been our founding product
아, 그
from our
구글 포토 좀
earliest
신기했어요.
days.
구글 포토 편집했던
And
거.
we've always
근데
approached it
뭐 원래 있던
raising
기술이긴 한데 그래도
user trust
약간 움직이는 거 이거 좀
above
신기했습니다.
everything else. To give you a sense of how we are bringing generative AI in search, I'm going to invite Kathy onto the stage. Kathy?
네, 구글 검색 관련 뭔가인가요? 그러게요. 팜2는 정확한 뭐
Thanks,
파라미터
Linda.
수나 이런 게 발표도
You know,
없고
I've
이래서
been working in search for
얼마나
many
성능이
years.
좋을지도
And what
잘
inspires
모르겠네요.
me so much is how it continues to be an unsolved problem. And that's why I'm just so excited by the potential of bringing generative AI into search. Let's give it a whirl.
요 얘기도 막 언론에 되게
So,
많았거든요.
let's start
검색에
with a search for
그
what's
생성
better
생성
for a family with
AI를
kids
결합한다.
under 3 and a
라지
dog.
랭귀지 모델을 결합한다고
Bryce
많았는데
Canyon or Arches? Now, although this is the question that you have, you probably wouldn't ask it in this way today. You'd break it down into smaller ones, sift through the information, and then piece things together yourself. Now, search does the heavy lifting for you. What you see here looks pretty different, so let me first give you a quick tour.
오,
You'll notice a new integrated search results page, so you can get even more out of a single search.
어허.
There's an AI-powered snapshot that quickly gives you the lay of the land on a topic. And so here you can see that while both parks are kid-friendly, only Bryce Canyon has more options for your furry friend. Then, if you want to dig deeper, there are links included in the snapshot. You can also click to expand your view, and you'll see how the information is corroborated. So you can check out more details and really explore the richness of the topic. This new experience builds on Google's ranking and safety systems that we've been fine-tuning for decades. And search will continue to be your jumping-off point to what makes the web so special. Its diverse range of content, from publishers to creators, businesses, and even people like you and me. So you can check out recommendations from experts like the National Park Service and learn from authentic, first-hand experiences like the Mom Trotter blog. Because even in a world where AI can provide insights, we know that people will always value the input of other people, and a thriving web is essential to that. These new generative AI, thank you. These new generative AI capabilities will make search smarter and searching simpler. And as you've seen, this is really especially helpful when you need to make sense of something complex with multiple angles to explore. You know, those times when even your question has questions. So, for example, let's say you're searching for a good bike for a 5-mile commute with hills. This can be a big purchase, so you want to do your research. In the AI-powered snapshot, you'll see important considerations like motor and battery for taking on those hills, and suspension for a comfortable ride.
오, 요거는 좀
Right below
괜찮네요.
that, you'll see products that fit the bill, each with images, reviews, helpful descriptions, and current pricing. This is built on Google's shopping graph, the world's most comprehensive data set of constantly changing products, sellers, brands, reviews, and inventory out there
와,
with
이
over
AI
35
추천
billion listings.
어떤 기준일까요?
In fact, there are 1.8 billion live updates to our shopping graph every hour. So you can shop with confidence in this new experience.
와, 이거
knowing
광고
that you'll
주면
get
AI
fresh,
결과에 걸리게
relevant
되면
results.
이게 과연 AI인가
And for
광고인가 이것도
commercial
헷갈리긴
queries like
하겠네요.
this, we also know that ads can be especially helpful to connect people with useful information and help businesses get discovered online. They're here, clearly labeled, and we're exploring different ways
광고는
to
광고가
integrate them
표시된다고
as we
합니다.
roll out new experiences in search. And now that you've done some research, you might want to explore more. So right under the snapshot, you'll see the option to ask a follow-up question or select a suggested next step.
다음 질문들을 이렇게 제시해 주는 건
bring you
좋네요.
into our brand new conversational mode.
살짝 봐야겠다. 여기 팔로워. 요거는 좀 괜찮네요. 이거는 빙에는
In this case,
없는 걸로 알고
maybe you want to
있는데
ask a follow-up about
follow-up
e-bikes.
퀘스천으로
So you look for
이제
one in your favorite
결과
color,
내에서
red.
또 이렇게 검색하고 할 수
And
있을 것
without having
같습니다.
to go back to square one, Google Search understands your full intent and that you're looking specifically for e-bikes in red that would be good for a 5-mile commute with hills. And even when you're in this conversational mode, it's an integrated experience.
합쳐가지고
So you
자동으로
can
해서
simply
해주네요.
scroll to see other search results. Now, maybe this e-bike seems to be a good fit for your commute. With just a click, you're able to see a variety of retailers that have it in
자전거가 되게
stock,
비싸네요.
and some that offer free delivery or returns. You'll also see current prices, including deals, and can seamlessly go to a merchant's site, check out, and turn your attention to what really matters, getting ready to ride. These new generative AI capabilities also unlock
과연
a whole
얼마나
new
그
category
조건에
of
맞는 제품을 잘
experiences on
찾아줄지
search.
좀 궁금하긴
It
합니다.
could help you create a clever name for your cycling club, craft the perfect social post to show off your new wheels, or even test your knowledge on bicycle hand signals. These are things you may never have thought to
퀴즈도
ask
만들어지네.
search for before. Shopping is just one example of where this can be helpful. Let's walk through another one in a live demo. What do you say? Yeah.
라이브 데모 보여주신다고 합니다.
So, special shout out to my 3-year-old daughter who is obsessed with whales.
왜요?
I wanted to teach her about whale song. So, let me go to the Google app.
웨일성이면은
Why do whales like
고래군요.
to sing?
상어송이면 좋은데.
And so here I see a snapshot that organizes the web results and gets me to key things I want to know. So I can understand quickly that, they sing for a lot of different reasons, like to communicate with other whales, but also to find food. And I can click See More to expand here as well. Now, if I was actually with my daughter and not on stage in front of thousands of people, I'd be checking out some of these web results right now. They look pretty good. Now, I'm thinking she'd get a kick out of seeing one up close. So let me ask, can I see whales in California? And so the LLMs right now are working behind the scenes to generate my snapshot, distilling insights and perspectives from across the web. It looks like in Northern California, I can see humpbacks around this time of year. That's cool. I'll have to plan to take her on a trip soon. And again, I can see some really great results from across the web. And if I want to refer to the results of my previous question, I can just scroll right up. Now, she's got a birthday coming up, so I can follow up with plush ones for kids under $40. Again, the LLMs are organizing this information for me, and this process will get faster over time. These seem like some great options. I think she'll really like the second one. She's into orcas as well. Phew, live demos are always a little nerve-wracking. I'm really glad that one went whale.
아무튼 신기한 건 뭐 빙이랑 엄청 다르지도 않는데 그래도 전체적인 답변을 요약해서 생성해 주는 거랑 팔로우업 퀘스천으로 계속 물어볼 수 있는 거 그리고 쇼핑이 조금 인상적이었습니다. 과연 그 질문의 특성에 맞는 제품들을 어떻게 가져와서 보여줄지 네, 그것도
This
되게 신기한 것
new
같고.
search generative experience, also known as SGE, will be available in labs along with some other experiments.
SG.
And they'll be rolling out in the coming weeks. If you're in the US, you can join the waitlist today by tapping the labs icon in the latest version of the Google app or Chrome desktop.
여기 들어가 볼까요?
This new
Labs?
experience really reflects the beginning of a new chapter. And
안
you can
되는데?
think of this evolution as search supercharged. Search has been at the core of our timeless mission for 25 years. And as we build for the future, we're so excited for you to turn to Google for things you never dreamed it could. Here's an early look at what's to come for AI in search.
I'ma make them talk like, whoa. Move fast, move slow. Catch me on a roll. Come say hello. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
야, 이 제품 추천하는 게 신기하긴 하네요.
Yes, yes, yes.
유튜브 쇼츠까지도 이렇게 결합해가지고 보여주나 보네요.
Come say hello. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
요즘에 애들이 틱톡에 검색을 한대요. 뭐 궁금한 게 있으면 아마 그거를 의식해서인지 약간 넣은 장면인 것 같긴 합니다. 오,
You got this. Let's go.
야 역시 유튜브를 갖고 있으니까 이런 뭐 운동 방법 이런 거는 바로 영상이랑 연결을 시킬 수가 있겠네요.
No.
I'ma make 'em talk like whoa, 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 whoa. I'ma make 'em talk like.
I'ma make them talk like, whoa.
그래도 영상이랑 쇼츠랑 이런 거랑 결합되는 거는 그래도 조금 의미 있지
Is a
않을까
hot
싶긴
dog a
하네요.
sandwich? I think it's more like a taco because the bread goes around it. Comes from the expert viewpoint of a vegetarian. Right. Thanks, Kathy. So exciting to see how we are evolving search and look forward to building it with you all. So far today, we have shared how AI can help unlock creativity, productivity, and knowledge. As you can see, AI is not only a powerful enabler, it's also a big platform shift. Every business and organization is thinking about how to drive transformation. That's why we are focused on making it easy and scalable for others to innovate with AI. That means providing the most advanced computing infrastructure, including state-of-the-art TPUs and GPUs, and expanding access to Google's latest foundation models that have been rigorously tested in our own products. We are also working to provide world-class tooling so customers can train, fine-tune, and run their own models with enterprise-grade safety, security, and privacy. To tell you more about how we are doing this with Google Cloud, please welcome Thomas.
이제 구글 클라우드 소식입니다. 오, 성만희님 감사합니다. 네, 좋아요 한 번씩 눌러주시면 감사드리겠습니다.
All of the investments you've heard about today are also coming to businesses. So whether you're an individual developer or a full-scale enterprise, Google is using the power of AI to transform the way you work. There are already thousands of companies using our generative AI platform to create amazing content, to synthesize and organize information, to automate processes, and to build incredible customer experiences. And yes, each and every one of you can too. There are 3 ways Google Cloud can help you take advantage of the massive opportunity in front of you. First, you can build generative applications using our AI platform, Vertex AI. With Vertex, you can access foundation models for chat, text, and image. You just select the model you want to use, create prompts to tune the model, and you can even fine-tune the model's weights on your own dedicated compute clusters. To help you retrieve fresh and factual information from your company's databases, your corporate internet, your website, and enterprise applications, we offer enterprise search. Our AI platform is so compelling for businesses because it guarantees the privacy of your data. With both Vertex and enterprise search, you have sole control of your data and the costs of using generative AI models.
이거
In other
벌텍스는
words,
이전에도 발표를 하긴
your data
했는데
is your data
좋네요.
and no one else's. You can also choose the best model for your specific needs across many sizes that have been optimized for cost, latency, and quality. Many leading companies are using our generative AI technologies to build super cool applications, and we've all been blown away by what they're doing. Let's hear from a few of them.
The unique thing about Google Cloud is the expansive offering.
The Google partnership has taught us to lean in, to iterate, to test and learn, and have the courage to fail fast where we need to.
But also, Google's a really AI-centric company, and so there's a lot for us to learn directly from the engineering team.
Now, with generative AI, we can have a much smarter conversations with our customers.
We have been really enjoying taking the latest and greatest technology and making that accessible to our entire community.
Getting early access to Vertex APIs opens a lot of doors for us to be most efficient and productive in the way we create experiences for Uber customers.
The act of making software is really suddenly opened up to everyone. Now you can talk to the AI on the Replit app and tell it, make me a work app program. And with one click, we can deploy it to a Google Cloud VM, and you have an app that you just talked into existence.
We have an extraordinarily exciting feature in the pipeline. It's called Magic Video, and it enables you to take your videos and images and with just a couple of clicks turn that into a cohesive story. It is powered by Google's Palm technology, and it truly empowers everyone to be able to create a video with absolute ease.
Folks come to a Wendy's, and a lot of times they use some of our acronyms. The Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, they'll come in and give me a JBC. You know, we need to understand what that really means, and Voice AI can help make sure that order is accurate every single time.
와, 저 패스트푸드점에서도
AI can be incorporated in all the business processes Deutsche Bank is running.
The partnership with Google has inspired us to leverage technology to truly transform the whole restaurant experience.
There is no limitations.
There's no other way to describe it. We're just living in the future.
그렇죠. 뭐팜 자체가 일단 공개된 모델은 아니기 때문에 파인튜닝 자체도 다 클라우드에서 하고
We're also doing
그냥
this
그
with
모델
partners like
파인튜닝한 모델을 다 구글 클라우드를
We
이용해
provide
써야겠죠.
character with the world's most performant and
캐릭터
cost-efficient
AI?
infrastructure for training and serving the models. By combining its own AI capabilities with those of Google Cloud, consumers can create their own deeply personalized characters and interact with them. We're also partnering with Salesforce to integrate Google Cloud's AI models and BigQuery with their data cloud and Einstein, their AI-infused CRM assistant. In fact, we're working with many other incredible partners, including consultancies, software as a service leaders, consumer internet companies, and many more, to build remarkable experiences with our AI technologies. In addition to Palm 2, we're excited to introduce 3 new models in Vertex, including Imagine, which powers image generation, editing, and customization from text inputs. Cody for code completion and generation, which you can train on your own code base to help you build applications faster.
오, 그건 좋은데요.
And Chirp,
코디라는 거로
universal speech
본인
model,
코드로
which
훈련해가지고
brings
쓸 수 있는 것
speech
같습니다.
to text accuracy for over 300 languages. We're also introducing reinforcement learning from human feedback into Vertex AI. You can fine-tune pre-trained models by incorporating human feedback to further improve the model's results. You can also fine-tune a model on domain or industry-specific data, as we have with SecPalm and MedPalm, so they become even more powerful. All of these features are now in preview, and I encourage each and every one of you to try them.
월텍스 한번 써봐야겠네요. 아, 자막 켜드릴까요? 네, 자막 켜드리겠습니다.
The second way we're helping you take advantage of this opportunity is by introducing Duet AI for Google Cloud. Earlier, Aparna told you about Duet AI for Google Workspace and how it is an always-on AI collaborator to help people get things done. Well, the same thing is true with Duet AI for Google Cloud, which serves as an AI expert pair programmer. Duet uses generative AI to provide developers assistance wherever you need it, within the IDE, the Cloud Console, or directly within chat. It can provide you contextual code completion, offer suggestions tuned to your code base, and generate entire functions in real time. It can even assist you with code reviews and code inspection. Hen will show you more in the developer keynote. The third way we're helping you seize this moment is by building all of these capabilities on our AI-optimized infrastructure. This infrastructure makes large-scale training workloads up to 80% faster and up to 50% cheaper compared to any alternatives out there. Look, when you nearly double performance, for less than half the cost, amazing things happen. Today, we're excited to announce a new addition to this infrastructure family, the A3 virtual machines, based on NVIDIA's latest H100 GPUs.
H100 이거 한 대에 6천만 원이거든요. 거의 지금 뉴스 나온 게 엄청 비싼데 그거를 기반한 VM도 내놓는다고 합니다.
And yes, there's so much more to come. Next, Josh is here to show you exactly how we're making it easy and scalable for every developer to innovate with AI and Palm 2.
비용이 어느 정도일지 궁금하네요.
Thanks, Thomas.
구글 때문에 가격이 올랐을 수도 있을 것 같네요.
And it's also empowering developers. Palm 2, our most capable language model that Sundar talked about, powers the Palm API. Since March, we've been running a private preview with our Palm API, and it's been amazing to see how quickly developers have used it in their applications. Like Chapter, who are generating stories so you can choose your own adventure, forever changing story time. Or Game On Technology, a company that makes chat apps for sports fans and retail brands to connect with their audiences. And there's also Wendy's. They're using the Palm API to help customers place that correct order for the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger they talked about in their Talk to Menu feature. But I'm most excited about the response we've gotten from the developer tools community. Developers want choice when it comes to language models, and we're working with leading developer tools companies like LangChain, Chroma, and many more to support the Palm API. We've also integrated it into Google developer tools like Firebase and Colab.
오, 야, 파이어베이스도 들어오면은 되게 좀 편리하게
You
좀
can hear
개발할
a
수 있지
lot
않을까
more
싶긴
about the
합니다.
Palm API in the developer keynote and sign up today.
오,
Now, to show you
지금?
just how powerful the Palm API is,
G.co
I want to share one
Palm.
concept that 5 engineers at Google put together over the last few weeks. The idea is called Project Tailwind, and we think of it as an
여기입니다,
AI-first
여기.
notebook that helps you learn faster. Like a real notebook, your notes and your sources power Tailwind. How it works is you can simply
웨일리스트
pick
바로
the files
등록합니다.
from Google Drive, and it effectively creates a personalized and private AI model that has expertise in the information that you give it. We've been developing this idea with authors like Stephen Johnson and testing it at universities like Arizona State and the University of Oklahoma, where I went to school. Do you want to see how it works? Let's do a live demo.
뭐 개인 AI 모델 이런 건가요?
Now imagine that I'm a student taking a computer science history class. I'll open up Tailwind, and I can quickly see in Google Drive all my different notes and assignments and readings. I can insert them. And what'll happen when Tailwind loads up is you can see my different notes and articles on the side. Here they are in the middle. And it instantly creates a study guide on the right to give me bearings. You can see it's pulling out key concepts and questions grounded in the materials that I've given it. Now, I can come over here and quickly change it to go across all the different sources and type something like create glossary for Hopper. And what's going to happen behind the scenes is it'll automatically compile a glossary associated with all the different notes and articles relating to Grace Hopper, the computer science history pioneer. Look at this, Flowmatic, COBOL, compiler, all created based on my notes. Now let's try one more. I'm going to try something else called different viewpoints on Dynabook. So the Dynabook, this was a concept from Alan Kay. Again, Tailwind, going out, finding all the different things. You can see how quick it comes back. There it is. And what's interesting here is it's helping me think through the concepts. So it's giving me different viewpoints. It was a visionary product. It was a missed opportunity.
지금 하는 게
But my
테일윈드라는
favorite
제품을
part
소개하는데
is it shows its work. You
뭔가
can see the
개인화된
citations
AI라고
here.
소개하면서
When I hover
지금
over,
보여주는
here's
예시는
something from my class
본인이
notes.
수업 시간에 작성한
Here's something
노트를
from an article
기반으로
the teacher assigned. It's
이렇게
all right
질의응답하면서 뭘
here,
생성하고
grounded
이런 걸
in
하는
my
겁니다.
sources. Now, Project Tailwind is still in its early days, but we've had so much fun making this prototype, and we realized it's not just for students. It's helpful for anyone synthesizing information from many different sources that you choose, like writers researching an article, or analysts going through earnings calls, or even lawyers preparing for a case. Imagine collaborating with an AI that's grounded in what you've read in all of your notes. We want to make it available to try it out if you want to see it.
여기입니다.
There's a lot more you can do with Palm 2, and we can't wait to see what you build using the Palm API. Generative AI is changing what it means to develop new products. At Google, we offer the best ML infrastructure with powerful models, including those in Vertex, and the APIs and tools to quickly generate your own applications. Building bold AI requires a responsible approach. So let me hand it over to James to share more. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. I'm James. In addition to research, I lead a new area at Google called Technology and Society. Growing up in Zimbabwe, I could not have imagined all the amazing and groundbreaking innovations that have been presented on this stage today. And while I feel it's important to celebrate the incredible progress in AI and the immense potential that it has for people and society everywhere, we must also acknowledge that it's an emerging technology that is still being developed, and there's still so much more to do. Earlier, you heard Sundar say that our approach to AI must be both bold and responsible. While there's a natural tension between the two, we believe it's not only possible, but in fact critical to embrace that tension productively. The only way to be truly bold in the long term is that tension productively. The only way to be truly bold in the long term is to be responsible from the start. Our field-defining research is helping scientists make bold advances in many scientific fields, including medical breakthroughs. Take, for example, Google DeepMind's AlphaFold, which can accurately predict the 3D shapes of 200 million proteins. That's nearly all the catalog proteins known to science. AlphaFold gave us the equivalent of nearly 400 million years of progress in just weeks.
와, 엄청나네. 4억 년이죠. 4억 년 동안 할 거를 바로 했다.
So far, more than 1 million researchers around the world have used AlphaFold's predictions, including Feng Xiang's pioneering lab at the Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard. Yeah. In fact, in March this year, Zhang and his colleagues at MIT announced that they'd used AlphaFold to develop a novel molecular syringe, which could deliver drugs to help improve the effectiveness of treatments for diseases like cancer. And while it's exhilarating to see such bold and beneficial breakthroughs, AI also has the potential to worsen existing societal challenges like unfair bias, as well as pose new challenges as it becomes more advanced and new uses emerge. That's why we believe it's imperative to take a responsible approach to AI. This work centers around our AI principles that we first established in 2018. These principles guide product development, and they help us assess every AI application.
구글이 2018년도부터 좀 AI 안전이나 이런 거에 대해서 이렇게 정의한 것이라고 합니다.
Could it lead to harm in any way? One area that is top of mind for us is misinformation. Generative AI makes it easier than ever to create new content, but it also raises additional questions about its trustworthiness. That's why we're developing and providing people with tools to evaluate online information. For example, have you come across a photo on a website or one shared by a friend
맞아요. 이거 생성된 거라고 하더라고요.
like this one of the moon landing, and found yourself wondering, is this reliable? I have, and I'm sure many of you have as well. In the coming months, we're adding 2 new ways for people to evaluate images. First, with our About This Image tool in Google Search, you'll be able to see important information such as when and where similar images may have first appeared, where else the image has been seen online, including news, fact-checking, and social sites, all this providing you with helpful context to determine if it's reliable.
이런 거 좋네요.
Later this year,
워낙 가짜 정보들이 늘어날 테니까 이렇게 좀 레퍼런스 체크를 할 수 있는 그런 기능들이 들어간다고 합니다.
As we begin to roll out the generative image capabilities, like Sundar mentioned, we will ensure that every one of our AI-generated images has metadata, a markup in the original file to give you context if you come across it outside of our platforms. Not only that, creators and publishers will be able to add similar metadata, so you'll be able to see a label in images in Google Search marking them as AI generated.
이미지에 기본적으로 AI로 만든 거는 다 메타데이터를 넣겠다라는 건데 메타데이터는 지울 수 있지 않나 그냥?
As we apply our
소용이
AI
있는지 모르겠네요.
principles, We also start to see
근데 아까
potential
워터마크를 뭐
tensions
어떻게
when
넣는다라는
it
얘기가
comes to
있어서
being bold
그걸로
and
좀
responsible.
가짜 생성된
Here's an
거는
example.
탐지하겠다라는 좀
Universal
전략이지 않을까.
Translate is an experimental AI video dubbing service that helps experts translate a speaker's voice while also matching their lip movements. Let me show you how it works
이거
with
재밌겠는데?
an online college course created in partnership with
Universal
Arizona State
Translator.
University.
What many college students don't realize is that knowing when to ask for help and then following through on using helpful resources is actually a hallmark of becoming a productive adult.
Muchos universitarios no comprenden que
오.
saber cuándo pedir ayuda y usar recursos útiles es en realidad una
와,
clave para
립 매칭,
convertirse
입
en un adulto
모양까지도 이렇게
productivo.
해주네요.
We use
오, 좋은데요? 오씨, 이게 뭐 제품으로 출시가 된다는 건가? 오, 너무 좋은데요?
We use next generation translation models to translate what the speaker's saying,
야,
models to replicate the style and the tone.
뭐야, 이거 유튜브에
and then
적용되면
match
대박일
the
텐데.
speaker's lip movements. Then we bring it all
와,
together.
바로 글로벌 가는 거죠, 이제.
This is an
조코딩.
enormous step forward for learning comprehension, and we're seeing promising results with course completion rates. But there's an inherent tension here. You can see how this can be incredibly beneficial, but some of the same underlying technology could be misused by bad actors to create deep fakes. So we've built this service with guardrails to help prevent misuse
딥페이크를
and we make it
막으려고.
accessible only to authorized partners.
아, 뭐야? 그러면 승인된 사람만 쓸 수 있다. 딥페이크에 악용될 수 있으니까.
And as Sundar mentioned,
그러면
soon we'll
얼른
be
승인된
integrating
파트너로
new
들어가야겠네요.
innovations in watermarking into our latest generative models to also help with the challenge of misinformation. Our AI principles also help guide us on what not to do. For instance, years ago, we were the first major company to decide not to make a general purpose facial recognition API commercially available. We felt there weren't adequate safeguards in place. Another way we live up to our AI principles is with innovations to tackle challenges as they emerge, like reducing the risk of problematic outputs that may be generated by our models. We are one of the first in the industry to develop and launch automated adversarial testing using large language model technology. We do this for queries like this, to help uncover and reduce inaccurate outputs like the one on the left and make them better like the one on the right.
적대적
We're doing
테스팅.
this at a scale that's never been done
Adversarial
before at
testing,
Google, significantly improving the speed, quality, and coverage of testing, allowing safety experts to focus on the most difficult cases. And we're sharing these innovations with others. For example, our Perspective API, originally created to help publishers mitigate toxicity, is now being used in large language models. Academic researchers have used our Perspective API to create an industry evaluation standard. And today, all significant large language models, including those from OpenAI and Anthropic, incorporate this standard to evaluate toxicity generated by their own models.
뭐 이게 표준 검사 도구인가 봐요. 오픈 AI랑 엔트로픽도 쓴다고 하네요.
responsibly must be a collective effort involving researchers, social scientists, industry experts, governments, and everyday people. As well as creators and publishers, everyone benefits from a vibrant content ecosystem today and in the future. That's why we're getting feedback and we'll be working with the web community on ways to give publishers choice and control over their web content. It's such an exciting time. There's so much we're going to accomplish and so much we must get right together. We look forward to working with all of you. And now I'll hand it off to Samir, who will speak to you about all the exciting developments we're bringing to Android. Thank you.
이제 안드로이드 얘기를 한다고 합니다. 여기에서는 그냥 뭐 책임감 있게 AI를 개발하겠다. 그리고 제일 신기했던 거는 그 유니버셜 트랜슬레이터. 뭐 딥페이크 때문에 일부 파트너들한테만 공개한다고 하니까 얼른 어떻게 파트너가 되는 방법을 알면은 엄청나게 유용하게 쓸 수 있겠네요.
But how can all this helpfulness reach as many people as possible? At Google, our computing platforms and hardware products have been integral to that mission. From the beginning of Android, we believed that an open OS would enable a whole ecosystem and bring smartphones to everyone. And as we all add more devices to our lives, like tablets, TVs, cars, and more, this openness creates the freedom to choose the devices that work best for you. With more than 3 billion Android devices, we've now seen the benefits of using AI to improve experiences at scale. For example, this past year, Android used AI models to protect users from more than 100 billion suspected spam messages and calls.
오. 이 AI가 이걸 어떻게 막지? 뭐 등록된 DB가 있나 보네.
That's pretty useful. There are so many opportunities where AI can just make things better. Today, we'll talk about 2 big ways Android is bringing that benefit of computing to everyone. First, continuing to connect you to the most complete ecosystem of devices, where everything works better together. And second, using AI to make the things you love about Android even better, starting with customization and expression. Let's begin by talking about Android's ecosystem of devices, starting with 2 of the most important, tablets and watches. Over the last 2 years, we've redesigned the experience on large screens, including tablets and foldables. We introduced a new system for multitasking that makes it so much easier to take advantage of all that extra screen real estate and seamlessly move between apps. We've made huge investments to optimize more than 50 Google apps, including Gmail, Photos, and Meet. And we're working closely with partners such as Minecraft, Spotify, and Disney Plus to build beautiful experiences that feel intuitive on larger screens. People are falling in love with Android
같은
tablets,
약간 이렇게
and there are
기기
more great
연결을
devices to
잘
pick
하겠다
from
이런
than
느낌인
ever.
것 같네요. 오,
Stay
갤럭시.
tuned for our hardware announcements, where you just might see some of the awesome new features we're building for tablets in action. It's really exciting to see the It's really exciting to see the momentum in smart watches as well. Wear OS is now the fastest growing watch platform, just 2 years after launching Wear OS 3 with Samsung.
오,
A
샘성.
top ask from fans has been for more native messaging apps on the watch. I'm excited to share that WhatsApp is bringing their first ever watch app to Wear this summer.
원래
I'm
없었나요?
really enjoying using WhatsApp on my wrist. I can start a new conversation, reply to messages by voice, and even take calls. I can't wait for you to try it. Our partnership on Wear OS with Samsung has been amazing, and I'm excited about our new Android collaboration on immersive XR. We'll share more later this year. Now, we all know that to get the best experience, all these devices need to work seamlessly together. It's got to be simple. That's why we built FastPair, which lets you easily connect more than 300 headphones, and why we have Nearby Share to easily move files between your phone, tablet, or Windows and Chrome OS computer, and Cast to make streaming video and audio to your devices ultra simple, with support from over 3,000 apps. It's great to have all your devices connected, but if you're anything like me, it can be hard to keep track of all this stuff. Just ask my family. I misplace my earbuds at least 3 times a day. which is why we're launching a major update to our Find My Device experience to support a wide range of devices in your life, including headphones, tablets, and more.
와,
It's
위치
powered by a
추적이
network of billions of Android devices around the world. So if you leave your earbuds at the
오,
gym,
이거 약간 악용될 수도
other nearby
있겠는데.
Android devices can help
위치
you locate them.
추적기로 쓸 수도 있겠네요.
And for other important things in your life, like your bicycle or suitcase, Tile, Chipolo, and others will have tracker tags that work with the Find My Device network as well.
그냥 네. 그렇게 엄청나진 않네.
Now, we took some time to really get this right because protecting your privacy and safety is vital. From the start, we designed the network in a privacy-preserving way, where location information is encrypted. No one else can tell where your devices are located, not even Google. This is also why we're introducing unknown tracker alerts. Your phone will tell you if an unrecognized tracking tag is moving with you and help you locate it.
제가 아까 그 악용될 수 있다고 하니까 바로 이렇게 준비를 해놨네요. 트래커가 같이 가고 있으면 경고를 준다.
Other types of phones as well. That's why last week we published a new industry standard with Apple, outlining how unknown tracker alerts will work across all smartphones.
오, 약간 되게 발표를 잘 준비했네요. 그러면은 애플은 못 찾는 거 아닌가? 라고 했는데 애플에서도 그걸 할 수 있다.
Later this summer. Now, we've talked a lot about connecting devices, but Android's also about connecting people. After all, phones were created for us to communicate with our friends and family. When you're texting in a group chat, you shouldn't have to worry about whether everyone is using the same type of phone. Sending high-quality images and video, getting typing notifications, and end-to-end encryption should all just work. That's why we've worked with our partners on upgrading old SMS and MMS technology to a modern standard called RCS that makes all of this possible. And there are now over 800 million people with RCS.
사람들 박수를 칠 타이밍 못 잡는 거 되게
On
웃기네요.
our way to over 1 billion by the end of the year. We hope every mobile operating system gets the message and adopts RCS. So we can all hang out in the group chat together, no matter what device we're using. Whether it's connecting with your loved ones or connecting all of your devices, Android's complete ecosystem makes it easy. Another thing people love about Android is the ability to customize their devices and express themselves. Here's Dave to tell you how we're taking this to the next level with generative AI.
어디 제너레이티브 AI를 어디 적용한다고 한 거죠?
All right, thanks, Samir, and hello, everyone. So here's the thing. People want to express themselves in the products they use every day, from the clothes they wear, to the car they drive, to their surroundings at home. We believe the same should be true for your technology. Your phone should feel like it was made just for you. And that's why customization has always been at the core of the Android experience. This year, we're combining Android's guided customization with Google's advances in generative AI, so your phone can feel even more personal. So let me show you what this looks like. To start, messages and conversations can be so much more expressive, fun, and playful with Magic Compose. It's a new feature coming to Google Messages, powered by generative AI, that helps you add that extra spark of personality to your conversation. So just type your message like you normally would, and then choose how you want to sound. Magic Compose will do the rest. So your messages give off more positivity, more rhymes, more professionalism.
오, 좋은데요?
Or if you want, in the style of a certain playwright. To try or not to try this feature, that is the question. Now, we also have new personalizations coming to the OS layer. At Google I/O 2 years ago, we introduced Material U. It's a design system that combines user inspiration with dynamic color science for a fully personalized experience. We're continuing to expand on this in Android 14 with all new customization options coming to your lock screen. So now I can add my own personalized style to the lock screen clock, so it looks just the way I want. And what's more, with the new customizable lock screen shortcuts, I can instantly jump into my most frequent activities. Of course, what really makes your lock screen and home screen yours is the wallpaper. And it's the first thing that many of us set when we get a new phone. Now, emojis are such a fun and simple way of expressing yourself, so we thought, wouldn't it be cool to bring them to your wallpaper? So with emoji wallpapers, you choose your favorite combination of emoji, pick the perfect pattern, and then find just the right color to bring them all together. So let's take a look. And I'm not going to use the laptops. I'm going to use a phone. All right. So let's see. I'm going to go into the wallpaper picker, and I'm going to tap on the new option for emojis. And I'm feeling in a kind of, I don't know, zany mood with all you people looking at me. So I'm going to pick this guy, and let's see, who else is in here? This one looks pretty cool, like the 8-bit one. And obviously that one.
사실
somebody said
저는
there was a duck
스마트폰
on
사면
stage earlier, so let's go
무조건
find
거의
a duck.
기본으로
Hello, duck. Where's the
배경을
duck?
많이
Can anyone see a
두는
duck?
편이어서
Where's the duck gone? There's a duck.
저는
All right, there
이런
he
걸
is.
안
We
쓸
got
것
some
같긴
ducks. Okay,
한데
cool. And then pattern-wise, we got a bunch of different patterns you can pick. I'm going to pick mosaic. That's my favorite. I'm going to play with the zoom. Let's see, we'll get this just right. Okay, I got enough ducks in there. Okay, cool. And then colors, let's see. Ooh, that pops. Let's go with the more muted one.
근데 요거는 이 안드로이드에서 제공해 줄 건가라는 생각, 그러니까 안드로이드 제공해 줄 필요가 있을까라는 생각이 들긴 하네요. 그냥 그 이런 월페이퍼 제작하는 앱 되게 많을 텐데. 아무튼 신기한 꾸미는 기능도 추가가 됐습니다. 오, 와, 이거는 재밌다.
I find this unusually satisfying, and how much time I got? Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so of course, many of us like to use a favorite photo for our wallpaper, and so with the new cinematic wallpaper feature, you can create a stunning 3D image from any regular photo and then use it as your wallpaper. So let's take a look. So this time, I'm going to go into my photos, and I really like this photo of my daughter, so let me select that. And you'll notice there's a sparkle icon at the top. So if I tap that, I get a new option for cinematic wallpaper. So let me activate that and then wait for it. Boom. Okay. Now, under the hood, we're using an on-device convolutional neural network to estimate depth, and then a generative adversarial network for in-painting as the background moves.
아, 이거 애플에서도 되는 것 같긴 하더라고요. 이거 애플의 사진 중에서 인물 사진 이런 거 찍어 놓은 거 있으면은 뭔가 이렇게 시계 숫자 위로 막 올라오던데 그런 비슷한 느낌일 것 같긴 한데. 오, 와, 이건 좀 신기하네요. 움직이면 이렇게 되는 거.
So both cinematic wallpapers and emoji wallpapers are coming first to Pixel devices next month. So let's say you don't have the perfect wallpaper photo handy, or you just want to have fun and create something new. With our new generative AI wallpapers, you choose what inspires you, and then we create a beautiful wallpaper to fit your vision. So let's take a look. So this time, I'm going to go and select Create a Wallpaper with AI. And I like classic art, so let me tap that. Now, you'll notice at the bottom, we use structured prompts to make it easier to create. So for example, I can pick, what am I going to do? City by the Bay in a post-impressionist style. Cool. And I tap Create Wallpaper. Nice. Now, behind the scenes, we're using Google's text-to-image diffusion models to generate completely new and original wallpapers. And I can swipe through and see all the different options that it's created. And some of these look really cool, right?
야, 구글 이미진 모델을 써서 생성을 한다고 합니다.
So let me pick this one. I like this one. So select that, set the wallpaper, and then return home. Cool. So now, out of the billions of Android phones in the world, no other phone will be quite like mine. And thanks to Material U, you can see that the system's color palette is automatically adapted to match the wallpaper I created. Generative AI wallpapers will be coming this fall.
신기하네요. 그럼 이거는 그팜 그러니까 그
thriving
클라우드를
ecosystem of
통해서
devices
이미진을
to
써서 그걸
AI-powered
받는 건가
expression, there is
아니면
so much
내부에서
going on
돌아가는
right now
건가
in
모르겠네요.
Android. Okay, Rick is up next to show you how this Android innovation is coming to life in the Pixel family of devices. Thank you.
아무튼 되게 참신한 시도 좋은 것 같습니다.
The pace of AI innovation over the past year has been astounding. As you heard Sundar talk about earlier, new advances are transforming everything from creativity and productivity to knowledge and learning. Now let's talk about what that innovation means for Pixel, which has been leading the way in AI-driven hardware experiences for years. Now, from the beginning, Pixel was conceived as an AI-first mobile computer, bringing together all the amazing breakthroughs across the company and putting them into a Google device you can hold in your hand. Other phones have AI features, but Pixel is the only phone with AI at the center. And I mean that literally.
뭐지?
The Google Tensor
AI
G2 chip is custom designed to put Google's leading-edge AI research to work in our Pixel devices. By combining Tensor's on-device intelligence with Google's AI in the cloud, Pixel delivers truly personal AI. Your device adapts to your own needs and preferences, and it anticipates how it can help you save time and get more done. This personal AI enables all those helpful experiences that Pixel's known for that aren't available on any other mobile device, like Pixel Call Assist, which helps you avoid long hold times, navigate phone tree menus, ignore the calls you don't want, and get better sound quality on the calls you do want. Personal AI also enables helpful Pixel speech experiences. On-device machine learning translates different languages for you, transcribes conversations in real time, and understands how you talk and type. And you're protected with Pixel Safe, a collection of
통화하면서
features
번역을
that keep
해준다는
you safe online and in the real world. And of course, there's Pixel Camera. It understands faces, expressions, and skin tones to better depict you and the people you care about, so your photos will always look amazing. We're also constantly working to make Pixel Camera more inclusive and more accessible with features like Real Tone and Guided Frame.
가이드 프레임 저거 뭔가
Pixel
하는 스타트업도
experiences continue
있었는데
to be completely unique in mobile computing. And that's because Pixel's the only phone engineered end-to-end by Google, and the only phone that combines Google Tensor, Android, and AI. With this combination of hardware and software, Pixel lets you experience all those incredible new AI-powered features you saw today in one place. For example, the new Magic Editor in Google Photos that Sundar showed you, it'll be available for early access to select Pixel phones later this year, opening up a whole new avenue of creativity with your photos. And Dave just showed you how Android's adding depth to how you can express yourself with generative AI wallpapers. And across Search, Workspace, and Bard, new features powered by large language models can spark your imagination, make big tasks more manageable, and help you find better answers to everyday questions, all from your Pixel device.
픽셀
We
먼저
have
저걸
so
다
many
쓰게
more
해준다는
exciting
거네요.
developments in the space, and we can't wait to show you more in the coming months. Now, it's probably no surprise that as AI keeps getting more and more helpful, our Pixel portfolio keeps growing in popularity. Last year's Pixel devices are our most popular generation yet, with both users and respected reviewers and analysts. Our Pixel phones won multiple Phone of the Year awards. Yes, thank you.
픽셀 국내 0.05%인가요?
Google is the fastest growing OEM in our markets.
오.
One of our more popular products is the
유영민님은
Pixel A
엄청
series, which
구글
delivers
매니아시군요.
incredible. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It delivers incredible pixel performance in a very affordable device. And to continue the I/O tradition, let me show you the newest member of our A series. Today,
그 접는
we're
그건가?
completely upgrading everything you love about our A series with the gorgeous new Pixel 7a.
7A. 이거 폴딩 나온다는데
Like all
그게
Pixel
그거는
7 series devices,
나올라나 모르겠네요.
Pixel 7a is powered by our flagship Google Tensor G2 chip, and it's paired with 8 gigabytes of RAM, which ensures Pixel 7a
오잉?
delivers
구글 폭등
best-in-class
중이라고요?
performance and intelligence.
구글
And you're
주식.
gonna love the camera. The 7a
그러네요.
takes
3%
the crown
4% 정도
from
올랐네요.
6a
뭐지?
as the
뭐 때문에 오른
highest
거지?
rated camera in its class, with the biggest upgrade ever to
잘
our A
모르겠네요.
series camera hardware, including a
버텍스가 잘 될 것 같은데?
72% bigger
팜2 때문에?
main camera sensor.
왠진 모르겠네요. 아니면 매드팜2 때문에 그런가?
Now here's the best part.
사실
Pixel
의사를
7a
다
is
대체해버리면은
available
엄청난 시장이긴
today,
하죠.
starting at
매드팜.
$499.
엔비디아 H백 그 구글 클라우드에서 그 H백 쓰는 인스턴스를 만든다고 했는데 뭐 그게 그냥 가성비가 좋아서 그런가? 잘 모르겠네요.
On the Google Store, including our exclusive coral color. Now, next up, we're going to show you how we're continuing to expand the Pixel portfolio into new form factors. Yeah. Like foldables and tablets. You can see them right there. It's a complete ecosystem of AI-powered devices
그거구나.
engineered by Google. Here's Rose to show you what a larger screen Pixel can do for you.
픽셀 폴드.
Okay, let's talk tablets, which have been a little bit frustrating. It's always hard to know where they fit in, and they haven't really changed in the past 10 years. A lot of times they're sitting forgotten in the drawer, and that one moment you need it, it is out of battery. We believe tablets and large screens in general still have a lot of potential. So we set out to build something different, making big investments across Google Apps, Android, and Pixel to reimagine how large screens can deliver a more helpful experience. Pixel Tablet is the only tablet engineered by Google and designed specifically to be helpful in your hand and in the place they are used the most, the home. We designed the Pixel Tablet to uniquely deliver helpful Pixel experiences, and that starts with great hardware. A beautiful 11-inch high-resolution display with crisp audio from the 4 built-in speakers. A premium aluminum enclosure with a nano-ceramic coating that feels great in the hand and is cool to the touch. The world's best Android experience on a tablet powered by Google Tensor G2 for long-lasting battery life and cutting-edge personal AI. For example, with Tensor G2, we optimized the Pixel camera specifically for video calling. Tablets are fantastic video calling devices. And with Pixel Tablet, you are always in frame, in focus, and looking your best. The large screen makes Pixel Tablet the best Pixel device for editing photos with AI-powered tools like Magic Eraser and Photo Unblur. Now, typing on
아까
a tablet
배터리
can be
얘기하긴
so
했거든요. 그래서 뭐
frustrating.
오래 간다는
With
얘기
Pixel
있었는데.
Speech and Tensor G2, we have the best voice recognition, making voice typing nearly 3 times faster than tapping. And as Samir mentioned, we've been making
이야기가.
huge investments
그러게요.
to create great app experiences for larger screens,
아이고야,
including more than
그러네요.
50
이따만한
of our
베젤이
own
있네요.
apps. With Pixel Tablet, you are getting great tablet hardware with great tablet apps. But we saw an opportunity to make
이거
the
시간은
tablet
아마
even
2시간
more
정도
helpful in
작년
the home.
기준으로 했는데
So
올해도
we
아마
engineered
비슷하지
a
않을까
first of
싶습니다.
its kind charging speaker dock.
아, 차징 스피커 닥을 그러니까 충전할 수 있는 스피커 닥이 있다고 합니다.
It gives the tablet a home. And now you never have to worry about it being charged. Pixel Tablet is always ready to help 24/7.
아, 뭐
When it's
배터리가
docked, the new
좋은
hub
게 아니라
mode
그냥 이게
turns
있다는
Pixel
건가?
Tablet into a beautiful digital photo frame, a powerful smart home controller, a voice-activated helper, and a shared entertainment device. It feels like a smart display, but has one huge advantage. With the ultra-fast fingerprint sensor, I can quickly unlock the device and get immediate access to all my favorite Android apps. So I can quickly find the recipe with SciChef, or discover a new podcast on Spotify, or find something to watch with the tablet-optimized Google TV app. Your media is going to look and sound great with room-filling sound from the charging speaker dock. Pixel Tablet is also the ultimate way to control your smart home. And that starts with a new redesigned Google Home app. It looks great on Pixel Tablet, and it brings together over 80,000 supported smart home devices, including all of your Matter-enabled devices. We also
구글 홈.
We also made it really easy to access your smart home controls directly from hub mode. With the new home panel, any family member can quickly adjust the lights, lock the doors, or see if a package was delivered. Or if you're lazy like me, you can just use your voice. Now, we know that tablets are often shared. So a tablet for the home needs to support multiple users. Pixel Tablet makes switching between users super easy. So you get your own apps and your own content while maintaining your privacy.
약간 넷플릭스 같네요. 이렇게 선택해가지고 들어갈 수
And
있는.
my favorite part, it is so easy to move content between devices. Pixel Tablet is the first tablet with Chromecast built in. So with a few taps, I can easily cast some music or my favorite show from my phone to the tablet. And then I can just take the tablet off the dock and keep listening or watching all around the house. We designed a new type of case for Pixel Tablet that solves the pain of flimsy tablet cases. It has a built-in stand that provides continuous flexibility and is sturdy at all angles. So you can confidently use your tablet anywhere, on a plane, in bed, or in the kitchen. The case easily docks, you never have to take it off to charge. It's just another example of how we can make the tablet experience even more helpful. The new Pixel Tablet comes in 3 colors. It is available for pre-order today and ships next month starting at just $4.99.
$4.99.
And the best part, every Pixel Tablet comes
65,000.
bundled with the 129 charging speaker dock for free.
아, 65만 원. 65만 원.
It is truly the best tablet in your hand and in your home. To give you an idea of just how helpful Pixel Tablet can be, we asked TV personality Michelle Buteau to put it to the test. Let's see how that went.
When Google asked me to spend the day with this tablet, I was a little apprehensive because I'm not a tech person. I don't know how things work all the time. But I'm a woman in STEM now. Some days I could barely find the floor, let alone a charger for something. So when the Google folks said something about a tablet that docks, I was like, okay then, Google, prove it. I'm on average 2 to 5 meetings a day. Today I got stuck on all these features, honey, the 360 of it all. The last time I was around this much sand, some of it got caught in my belly button and I had a pearl 2 weeks later. Look, there's a bird! So this is what I loved about my me time today. 6 shows just
스피커
popped
포함이라고
up
하나요?
based off of my preferences. And they were like, hey girl.
그냥 막 엄청 비싸진 않은 그런 느낌이긴
I would
하네요.
have made it funnier, but that was good. My husband is actually a photographer, so I have to rely on him to make everything nice and pretty. But now, I love this picture of me and my son, but there's a boom mic there. Look, it's right here. Do you see this one?
약간 이렇게 집에 세워놓는 그 넥스트라고 하나요? 그
brush.
구글 넥스트인가?
I'm gonna do both.
네스트인가?
Boom! How cute is that? And so I hope not only you
약간
guys are happy with me
하면은
reviewing this,
2만
but
원인데.
that you'll also give me one.
야, 이게 뗄 수
I
있어가지고
mean,
50만 원이 더 비싸진 건가?
you're getting tired, right?
아, 얘 스피커만이구나 얘는.
You're not?
아닌가?
Okay. Because I
아무튼
am.
요거랑 큰 차이가 없어 보이긴 하네요.
That's a pretty good first review.
아, 얘는 성능이 떨어지나요?
Now, tablets aren't the only large screen device we want to show you today. It's been really exciting to see foldables take off
시계
over the
수준인가요?
past few years. Android's driven so much innovation in this new form factor, and we see tremendous potential here. We've heard from our users that the Dream Foldable should have a versatile form factor, making it great to use both folded and unfolded.
아,
It should
이게
also have
드디어
a
나오네요.
flagship level camera system
Foldable phone.
that truly takes advantage of the unique design. And an app experience that's fluid and seamless across both screens. Creating a foldable like that, it really means pushing the envelope with state-of-the-art technology. And that means an ultra-premium $17.99 device. Now to get there, we've been working closely with our Android colleagues to create a new standard for foldable technology. Introducing Google Pixel Fold.
와, 구글 픽셀 폴드. 오, G2.
It combines Tensor G2, Android innovation, and AI for an incredible phone that unfolds into an incredible compact tablet. It's the only foldable engineered by Google to adapt to how you want to use it, with a familiar front display that works great when it's folded, and when it's unfolded, it's our thinnest phone yet, and the thinnest foldable on the market.
갤럭시는
Now to
어떨지
get there, we had to pack a flagship level phone into nearly half the thickness, which meant
어이구야.
completely redesigning
베젤이
components like
엄청
the
두껍긴
telephoto
하네요.
lens and the battery and a lot more. So it can fold up and it can fit in your pocket and retain that familiar
힌지가
smartphone
중국산인지
silhouette when it's in your
삼성
hand.
건지.
But Pixel Fold has 3 times the screen space of a normal phone. You unfold it, and you're treated to an expansive 7.6-inch display that opens flat with a custom 180-degree fluid friction hinge. So you're getting the best of both worlds. It's a powerful smartphone when it's convenient, and an immersive tablet when you need one. And like every phone we make, Pixel Fold is built to last. We've extensively tested the hinge to be the most durable of any foldable. Corning Gorilla Glass Victus protects it from exterior scratches, while the IPX8 water-resistant design safeguards against the weather. And as you'd expect from a Pixel device, Pixel Fold gives you entirely new ways to take stunning photos and videos with Pixel Camera. You put the camera in tabletop mode to capture the stars. And you can get closer with the best zoom on a foldable. And use the best camera on the phone for your selfies. The unique combination of form factor, triple rear camera hardware, and personal AI with Tensor G2 make it the best foldable camera system.
다크 모드가 제일 큰 거였나요?
Now, there's so many experiences that feel even more natural with the Pixel Fold.
맞아, 이거 웃겼는데.
One is the
바드 갑자기
dual screen
까만 거
interpreter
돼가지고.
mode. Your Pixel Fold can use both displays. Both displays.
오, 이거 LG 광고에선가 예전에 본 거 같은데.
To provide a live translation to you
껴가지고 하는.
and the person you're talking to. So it's really easy to connect across languages.
오늘 제일 큰 게 뭐였을까요? 팜2나 매드 팜2는 예전에 발표를 한번 했었는데 그냥 그 엑스레이가 좀 신기하긴 했었던 것 같네요.
Including safety, speech, and call assist.
다크 모드.
Plus, it's got great performance for on-the-go
multitasking
and entertainment. And the entire foldable experience is built on Android. So let's get Dave back out here to show you the latest improvements to Android you'll get to experience on a Pixel Fold.
다크 모드는 요겁니다. 원래 바드가 이렇게 돼 있었거든요. 근데 이제 다크 모드가 됩니다 해가지고 들어보니까 이게 다크 모드 되더라고요. 아무튼 다크 모드 딱 키자마자 사람들이 막 박수를 엄청 쳤습니다.
We've been working on a ton of features and improvements for large screen devices like tablets and foldables. So, who thinks we should try a bunch of live demos on the new Pixel Fold? All right, let's do it. It starts the second I unfold the device with this stunning wallpaper animation. And the hinge sensor is actually driving the animation. And it's a subtle thing, but it makes the device feel so dynamic and alive. Yeah, I just love that. All right, so let's go back to the folded state. And I'm looking at Google Photos of a recent snowboarding trip. Now, the scenery is really beautiful, so I want to show you on the big screen. I just open my phone, and the video instantly expands into this gorgeous full-screen view. We call this feature continuity, and we've obsessed over every millisecond it takes for apps to seamlessly adapt from the small screen to the larger screen. Now, all work and no play makes Davey a dull boy, so I'm going to message my buddy about getting back out on the mountain. I can just swipe to bring up the new Android taskbar, then drag Google Messages to the side to enter split screen mode like so. And to inspire my buddy, I'm going to send them a photo, so I can just drag and drop from Google Photos right into my message like so. And thanks to the new Jetpack drag and drop library, this is now supported in a wide variety of apps, from Workspace to WhatsApp. You'll notice we've made a bunch of improvements throughout the OS to take advantage of the larger screen. So for example, here's the new split keyboard for faster typing. And if I pull down from the top, you'll notice the new two-panel shade showing both my notifications and my quick settings at the same time. Now, Pixel Fold is great for productivity on the go. And if I swipe up into Overview, you'll notice that we now keep the multitasking windows paired. And for example, I was working on a Google Docs and Slides earlier to prep for this keynote. And I think I've followed most of these tips so far, but I'm not quite done yet. I've been warned, by the way. Anyway, I can even adjust the split to suit the content that I'm viewing. And working this way, it's like having a dual monitor set up in the palm of my hand, allowing me to do two things at once. Which reminds me, I should probably send Rick a quick note. So I'll open Gmail. And I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to use the new Help Me Write feature. So let's try this out. Don't cheer yet. Let's see if it works. OK, Rick. Rick, congrats on, what are we going to call this? Pixel Fold launch. Amazing with Android. OK. And then I probably should say Dave, not Andrew, Android. Dave. It's hard to type with all you people looking at me. All right. Now, By the power of large language models, allow me to elaborate. Dear Rick, congratulations on the successful launch of Pixel Fold. I'm really impressed with the device and how well it integrates Android. The foldable screen is a game changer,
앞에 나왔었죠.
and I can't wait to see what you do with it.
이거 그거 신기하던데. 막 더 길게 써주는 옵션 선택하니까 갑자기 빡 늘어나는 거.
All right, that's productivity, but there's more. The Pixel Fold is also an awesome entertainment device, and YouTube is just a really great showcase for this. So let's start watching this video on the big screen. Now, look what happens when I fold a device at right angles. YouTube enters what we call tabletop mode, so that the video plays on the top half, and then we're working on adding playback controls to the bottom half for an awesome single-handed lean-back experience.
밥 먹을 때 이렇게
And the
세워놓고
video just keeps
보면
playing
좋겠네.
fluidly through these transitions without losing a beat. Okay,
주름.
one last thing. We're adding support for switching displays from within an app. And Pixel Fold's camera is a really great example of that. Now, by the way, say hi to Julie behind me. She's the real star of this show. So Pixel Fold has this new button on the bottom right. So I'm going to tap this, and it means I can move the viewfinder to the outside screen. So let me turn the device around. Okay, so why is this interesting? Well, it means that the viewfinder is now beside the rear camera system. And that means I can get a high-quality, ultra-wide, amazing selfie with the best camera on the device.
샤프 전자사죠.
Speaking of which, and you knew where this was going, smile everybody, you look awesome! I always wanted to do that at Google I/O keynote. All right. All right, so what you're seeing here is the culmination of several years of work, in fact, on large screens, spanning the Android OS and the most popular apps on the Play Store. All this work comes alive on the amazing new Pixel tablet and Pixel Fold. Check out this video. Thank you.
They ain't never seen it like this. They ain't never seen it like this. This, like this, this. Never seen it like this. This, like this. They ain't never seen it like this.
맞네요. 하드웨어 쪽은 네, 뭐 조금 이렇게 볼만한 게 많이 없는 것 같긴 합니다.
That demo was awesome. Across Pixel and Android, we're making huge strides with large screen devices. And we can't wait to get Pixel Tablet and Pixel Fold into your hands. And you're not going to have to wait too long. You can pre-order Pixel Fold starting today, and it'll ship next month.
이게 맞나?
And you'll get the most out of our first ultra premium foldable by pairing it with Pixel Watch. So when you pre-order a Pixel Fold, you'll also get a Pixel Watch on us.
너무 비싼데요? 아니 이게 맞나?
The Pixel family continues to grow into the most dynamic mobile hardware portfolio in the market today. From a broad selection of smartphones to watches, earbuds, and now tablets and foldables, there are more ways than ever to experience the helpfulness Pixel's known for.
이게 말이 되나?
Wherever and
240
whenever you need.
정도에 이걸 살 사람이 있나?
Now let me pass it back to Sundar.
어허.
Thanks everyone.
조금 가격 책정을 좀 잘못한 것 같은데.
Thanks, Rick. I'm really enjoying the new tablet and the first Pixel foldable phone. And I'm proud of the progress Android is driving across the ecosystem. As we wrap up, I've been reflecting on the big technology shifts that we've all been a part of. The shift with AI is as big as they come. And that's why it's so important that we make AI helpful for everyone. We are approaching it boldly with a sense of excitement. Because as we look ahead, Google's deep understanding of information combined with the capabilities of generative AI, can transform search and all of our products yet again. And we are doing this responsibly in a way that underscores the deep commitment we feel to get it right. No one company can do this alone. Our developer community will be key to unlocking the enormous opportunities ahead. We look forward to working together and building together. So on behalf of all
오늘
of
요약
us at
다크
Google,
모드.
thank you and enjoy the rest of I.O.
와. 그러게요. 이번에 가장 핵심은 뭐 다크 모드 때 가장 반응이 뜨거웠던 것 같고, 팜2는 어떻게 보면 좀 예견된 거여가지고 그렇게 놀랍진 않았던 것 같고, 뭐가 있을까요? 또 놀라웠던 거? 그냥 좀 365, 그 오피스 365랑 거의 비슷한 느낌으로 쫙 워크스페이스 보여줬고, 매드팜 이게 제일 그 엑스레이를 이렇게 해가지고 설명하는 장면이 좀 신기했던 것 같긴 하네요. 그래서 의사를 대체하지 않을까라는 좀 생각을 들 수 있게 하는, 네, 그런 정도의 신기한 정도는 있었는데 막 엄청 대단한 거는 딱히 없었던 것 같긴 합니다. 네, 네. $1,800 공개하고 도망치듯 끝내는, 그러게요. 이게 맞나? 라는 좀 생각이 드는, 한 200, 거의 40만 원 돈인데, 아무튼 네, 좀 하드웨어 쪽은 약간 네, 좀 잘못한 것 같다 이런 생각이 좀 드는데, 네, 좋습니다. 그러면 이제 다음 세션을 한번 볼까요? 개발자 세션. 네, 이거를 이제 볼 타이밍이 된 것 같습니다.
I.O. Flip, a classic card game with an
개발자.
AI twist. We released the game yesterday to show you
여기서
what's
이제 좀
possible
개발자
with generative
관련된
AI
좀 더
and other
제대로
Google
되게
tools like
나오지
Flutter,
않을까.
Firebase, and Google Cloud. So come see how the game is played, or play along with us at home. For now, check out our new I.O. Flip game trailer.
팜이 파이어베이스에도 들어간다고 아까 발표를 했었는데 그런 내용도 좀 나오지 않을까. 여러분 이거 웨이트리스트 등록하십시오. 그 주소 공개됐습니다. 아까 404 뜨던데 저 요거 등록해놨습니다. Words into Music도 가능하다고 합니다. 뮤직 LM 이거 쓰는 것 같습니다. 요거 신청해놨습니다. 요게 아까 그 뭐였죠? 이게 테일윈드였나요? 요거 아까 안 되던데. 아직도 404입니다. 이거네. 404 남바운드. 테일윈드 안 되네요, 아직. 아무튼 요거는 됩니다. 요거 해놨습니다, 저. 요거는 왜 약간 오류. 이거 이래 되나? 구글 최대 개발자 행사인데 404가 떴습니다. 500에러도 아니고 이상하네요. 태훈님 등록하셨나요? 테일윈드? 저 404가 뜨네요. 뭐지? 모바일로 하면 되나요? 방법이 있어요. 이거 조인 웨일리스트 하면 404 뜨거든요. 근데 런모어를 누르면 들어가져요. 여기 들어가져요. 여기서 하면 될 것 같아요. 여기도 안 되네. 아니 이름 뭐야?
I'm an engineer at Google,
아하.
and I've been working on Project Starline for a little over a year.
아무튼 테일윈드는 괜찮을 것
Project
같기도 한데.
Starline's mission is to bring people together and make them feel present with each other, even if physically they are miles apart. Our earlier prototype relied on several cameras and sensors to produce a live 3D image of the remote person. In our new prototype, we have developed a breakthrough AI technique
VPN
that learns
써가지고
to create a
미국어로 하면
person's
되나요?
3D likeness and image using only a few standard cameras.
아까 그거 신기하다. 거울 같은
the
거에
global
나오네요.
workplace now replicated in Starline.
I'm more than happy to be a part of the setup. So I was kind of curious about the collaboration. I was like, is it like someone was right there? Thanks for having me. Yeah, of course.
신기하지 않아요?
the first meeting I had on Starline. I said, wow, you've got blue eyes. And this is a person I'd been meeting with for a year. Just to see a person in 3D, it was really astounding.
His smile was the same smile, exactly how when I first met him.
Oh, Elaine is in Atlanta, but actually it feels like she's sitting in front of me.
Starline is really about the person you're talking to.
오, 달리 생일도
sort of
있나요?
falls by the wayside.
신기한데요. 달리 생일. 달리 2? 달리 2도 할인하는 거겠죠. 트라이 달리. 또 있는. 바이 크레딧.
As a black woman in tech, no matter what, I'm black.
Think about all of the technologies that we use all the time and how few
아,
of them are
테일윈드 US
designed
올린가요?
from
아,
a
그럼
headspace
미국으로
that
VPN
considers an
써야겠네요.
identity like mine, like black
아하.
people.
I provide material for black artists to create authentic
미국에서만
depictions of
되나요?
their own community.
누구야?
You have to use your imagination. How do you build your own technology?
I want to challenge what people want and provide something new.
아, VPN 쓰니까. 아이고, VPN을 쓰십시오. 저는 VPN 하면 라이브가 끊길까? 안 씁니다. 그래도 혹시 VPN을 따로 하신 게 없다라고 한다면 여기에 네, 요걸로 가입하시면 할인을 받을 수 있습니다. 네, 조코딩 레퍼럴 링크입니다. 네, 모두 VPN 이용하시면 네, 할 수 있다고 합니다. 틈새 광고. 네, 틈새 광고를 그려봤습니다. 네, 로드 VPN이 뭐 1등이라고 하니까 기왕 쓸 거 1등 쓰는 게 좋겠죠. 아, 디벨로퍼 키노트는 한 10분 뒤에 시작하나 보네요. 그래서 과연 근데 아직 280분이나 보고 계시네요. 와, 씨. 안 졸리시나요? 뭐야? VPN 이런 경우에 씁니다. 미국에서만 뭔가 할 수 있는 거, 이런 웨이리스트 얻을 때 그때 이제 미국으로 설정해 놓고 하거나 아니면은 그냥 뭐 웬만한 한국에서 뭐 안 되는 것도 이제 해외로 하면은 들어갈 수
You talk
있으니까.
about how do we get kids engaged, make it relevant, because it's really powerful when they see someone who looks like them reflected the very first time on their device.
네, 픽셀 네, 이야기 끝났고.
Music was always part of our life.
좋습니다.
When I worked on my previous job, I injured my back.
During his rehabilitation, he started his long walks and he wanted to listen to music.
I started to develop Equalizer app, and this is the story.
The app allows you to have your own music experience. to hear the
대단하신데요.
music
다
you like,
4시인데
the way
지금
you like.
270분이 계십니다. 어이구야, 감사합니다.
I started my career as a
좋아요 한
historian.
번씩
Game
눌러주시면
developer was never
감사드리겠습니다.
a plan, but then games came to my life, and I decided to combine history and entertainment to touch people's heart. Our first game, Arida, is influenced by a conflict
쉬는 시간에
that
좋아요 한
happened
번씩
in Rhodes, the backlands of Bahia in the 19th
이제 기사들이
century.
한번
I
쭈루룩
think the
떴을
game
것
could be
같긴
a
한데
good way to make this memorable for many generations.
기사들을 볼까요?
You cannot imagine how liberated I feel, no longer being defined by my stutter. It was only when I realized that with the right tools, with the right training, stuttering is something that I could control of a particular model. Access to speech
와, 근데
therapy
진짜
is a
빠르네요.
global
기사는
problem,
바로바로
but it's
나옵니다.
particularly acute in the
실시간으로
developing
써가지고
countries.
올리나 봐요.
Straight away we realize we need to code this into an app, and then maybe we can help other people as well.
픽셀 태블릿 비기스트 어나운스먼트 9 비기스트 어나운스먼트를 이 사람은 뭐라고 정리했는지 이게 네 픽셀 라인업 3개 픽셀 라인업 네 3개였고 구글 서치 gets AR powered snapshot 네 이거 아까 검색하고 그 검색 결과 생성해주고 네, 이렇게 추가 팔로우업 퀘스천 할 수 있는 거 이런 거 있습니다. 아, 보도 자료가 나가서 빨리 썼을 수도 있겠네요. 근데 진짜 빠르네요. 기사가 바로 나옵니다. 끝나자마자. 아, 바드 이제 아무나 쓸 수 있다고 합니다. 바드. 근데 바드 아까 팜투랑 연결된다고 했는데.
Or a robot painted like a Picasso? Didn't think so. DALL-E 2 is a new AI system from OpenAI.
이거
that can
팜투랑
take simple
나우
text
지금부터
descriptions
연결된다고
like
했는데
a koala dunking a basketball.
아직 기반을 하고 있지 않다고
Photorealistic
했습니다.
images that have never existed before.
다시 한번 해볼게요.
DALL-E 2 can also realistically edit and retouch photos.
I'm
based on
Chloe.
a simple natural
And I'm Craig.
language
And we're
description.
super
이거 바뀌어 있으면
excited to
신기하겠다.
introduce you to IO Flip.
아, 아직도 아닙니다.
With a modern
that
AI
blends
새로
seamlessly with
고침하고
the
다시
powered by
original. It's
Google,
called
built for
Inpainting.
IO, and featuring
In
a number
January
of our favorite
2021,
products.
OpenAI
We
introduced
just released
DALL-E,
it yesterday,
a system
and
that
a lot
can
of you have
generate
already
images
checked
from
it out
text,
at
like this avocado armchair.
flip.withgoogle.com. If you haven't,
DALL-E
make
2
sure you
takes
do.
the technology
For now,
even
we're
further.
here to
Higher
give you a
resolution,
real-time
greater
demo and
comprehension,
details
and
about
new
some of the tech we
capabilities,
use,
like
like
inpainting.
Flutter,
You can even
Firebase,
start with an
and
image
Google
as an input
Cloud.
and create
You'll want to stay
variations
tuned
with
for the
different
developer
angles and
keynote coming up
styles.
after this
Oh,
to see
DALL-E
how
was
the game
created by
was
training
바뀌었어요.
made.
neural
For
networks
this
on
demo,
images and
팜
Chloe and
기반으로
I-
한다고 하네요.
Well, we happen to know the
Through
folks
deep
that made
learning,
this
it
game.
not
신기한데요?
only understands
Hey, Flip
individual
team.
objects,
진짜
but
글새
also
바뀌었나?
players
against
and
each other
motorcycles,
just for today.
but learns
오,
from the
대박.
The
relationships
winner
between
gets to take
objects.
home that
And when
trophy
you ask
right
DALL-E
over
for an
there.
image of a koala
신기한데?
riding
원래는
motorcycle,
람다라고
it
했는데
that or anything else
perfectly for
with a
that trophy.
relationship to another object or action.
Chloe, how do you know what my trophy
The
case
DALL-E
looks like?
research has three main outcomes.
Okay,
First,
so
it
to
can
get
help
started
people
on
express
IO
themselves
Flip, you get to
visually
build
in
your
ways they
own
may
team,
not have been able
customizing
to
your
before.
cards with classes
와,
and
여기
special
대답-
powers along the
AI-generated
way.
image
어,
And
대답이
there's also
람다로 ha네요,
different
람다.
bonuses
아,
to your
여기
strengths,
뜨네.
like
Or is just
holographic
repeating
cards
what it's
and
been taught.
elemental powers.
Third,
More on
DALL-E
those
helps
later.
humans
You
understand how
win
AI
when your
systems
cards
see
are
and
more
understand
powerful
our
than your
world.
opponent's cards.
This is a critical
All right,
part of
Craig.
developing
We're going to try
AI
this out
that's
on our new
useful and
Pixel
safe.
7a's
람다가
right
아닙니다.
here. Are you ready to
Constantly
open a
evolving. And
pack
DALL-E
and
2
start
has
building our
limitations.
teams?
If it's taught with
Let's
images
do it.
that
뭐야,
are
이게?
incorrectly
Let's play
그냥
labeled,
할루시네이션인 것 같아.
and a user tries to generate a DALL-E may create a prompt.
구라치지 마라
It's like
한번.
First,
to a
we're going to
person
build
who
an
learned the wrong
AI
word
design
for
pack of
something.
cards featuring some
DALL-E
of
can
our
also be
beloved
limited by
Google
아, 여기
characters.
활동에 나오는데
Dash, Sparky,
람다가
Dragon,
맞습니다.
Duck.
네,
Then
람다가
we're going
맞아요.
to assign them special powers
It will
and
generate
see
a
what we
lot of
get.
great baboons.
Let's see.
But if you
What
type
do I
Howler
want
Monkey,
for
다
my
람다네.
team?
아직 팜 기반으로는 안
I'm
하고
going to go
있고.
with Fairy because an army of
아까
pixies
나오
sounds like a
지금부터
crew that
쓴다고
I want to hang
해놓고
out with.
안 하네.
What's exciting about their
let's
approach used to train DALL-E is that it can take what it learned from a variety of
보이스
other
소리
labeled
나오고
images
소리를
and then apply it to a
네. 아무튼 그러게요. 아무튼 네, 기사 보다가 말았는데 주요 뉴스들. 네, 바드 is available everyone. 아, 그거 신기했습니다. 그냥 그 챗GPT 익스텐션처럼 이제 바드도 익스텐션이 생겼죠. 툴이라는 용어로 부르던데. 네, 그게 좀 큰 신기한 거 중에 하나지 않을까. 네, 그렇습니다. 아, 이거 AI 기반 이거는 뭐 이렇게 엄청 대단한 건지 잘 모르겠던데. Wear OS 4. 리뱀프가 뭐지? 개조? 구글 홈 앱을 개조한다. Actual Humans. 오, 이거 좋은데요? 레딧 스택 오버플로우 유튜브에서 그때 검색 결과 막 되게 다양한 데서 가져오는 그런 게 있었는데 레딧 커뮤니티랑 스택 오버플로우랑 유튜브에서 구글 서치를 가져온다 이런 게 있었네요. 요거 좀 신기했죠. 이거 가방끈 지우고 옮기고 날씨 좋게 하고 이런 거. 이거는 코파일럿 365랑 거의 똑같지 않았나. 네, 그런 예제도 거의 비슷한 느낌으로 진행이 됐던 것 같습니다. 네, 아무튼 네, 이렇게 구글 I/O 전체적으로 끝났는데 막 엄청 대단한 거는 잘 모르겠네요. 그냥 팜2나 매드팜 이 정도가 좀 신기하지 않았나? 네, 이런 생각이 들면서 네, 그러면은 이제 방송 종료할 때가 또 슬슬 된 것 같긴 하네요. 아니면 이것까지 볼까요? 이 디벨로퍼 키노트는 뭐 특별한 게 있을라나? 이건 뭐지?
Generated the thousands of images that you see in IO Flip.
All the gameplay communication, like matchmaking and results, was easy to implement with
아, 이거
Firestore.
지금 할 수 있는 건가?
And with Cloud Run, we were able to deploy and scale our all Dart backend. That's right. IO Flip is full stack Dart. Okay, Chloe, I think it's time to flip.
Okay, now this is a fast-paced game. Things happen pretty quickly, so pay attention.
Okay, we're in.
Okay, I've got my card. All right, fairies, let's break
아,
dance.
여기에 뭐 이런 저런 게 있긴
All right,
하거든요.
pirates, yar.
Okay, moment of truth here.
The answer is
Yes.
oh,
이런
and your
원래는
water elemental power further beating my fire, as if you even needed it. Okay, round two, pressure's on. I think I've got a winner.
We'll see about that. Right into my trap.
Oh, these are real tears, Chloe.
That is my lowest card.
Ooh, this is for all the marbles.
I feel good about this one. I think
Me
I'm gonna
too.
get that trophy.
Me too. Oh, wait, fire's melting your metal, but not enough, Chloe. You've taken it. Ah. Well played, Chloe. I suppose if anyone deserved that trophy, other than me, it would be you.
Thanks, Craig. Once again, the power of dance prevails. Super fun, super easy to play. I love being able to customize my cards and characters, and I can play quick games if I'm short on time, or I can play again to extend my winning streak.
Want to play IO Flip yourself? Go to flip.withgoogle.com to play on your laptop, desktop,
여기 있다.
or mobile device.
flip.withgoogle.com. 오, 요거 지금 하고 있나 봐요, 이벤트를. 한번 참여를 해보겠습니다. AI 디자인드 카드 게임. 오케이. 뭐야? What's your team's class? 뭐 아무거나 하면 되나? 캡틴 하겠습니다. 스페셜 파워. 싸움. 좋습니다. 개발자 시작했나요? 이거?
Device.
The ones
시작했구나.
creating experiences that shape the world. Because of you, billions of people can uplift themselves, their communities, their families. That's why I love how Google is making deep investments to help you leverage the largest mobile platform on the planet, the most popular web browser, vast cloud services, hundreds of open source projects, and breakthroughs in AI. Remember 25 years ago when the web just became a programmable platform? And it allowed us to bring the world's knowledge to our desktops. For users, it was like magic. But for developers, it was complex. I still remember the first time I wired up a database to a website. It was not magical, but it was determined. I was so determined to make it all work. And I did get it to work. Now, that complexity has only grown in depth and scope. No matter what kind of developer you are, we're here to help you. Earlier today, you saw many of the ways that Google is using generative AI to improve our products, from search offering relevant follow-up questions, to Workspace assisting with drafting emails, and to Photos, letting you edit images in whole new ways. And as Sundar shared, Palm 2 is the foundation model that powers all of these experiences. We want to help you take advantage of that same technology to build your own innovations. Now, the question is, how to make generative AI accessible to everyone who wants to build powerful experiences and products, but in the most productive and responsible way possible. At Google, we've been thinking a lot about that challenge. I hope you'll see today that we're committed to providing open, integrated solutions so you can deliver amazing experiences that your users love. So, let's start today by looking at how you can access the Palm 2 model yourself. Now, you may have seen the new game, IO Flip. Who's seen it? Everybody seen it?
저 졌습니다.
It's fun. I've been watching, seeing how so many of you have already started playing with it.
리더보드.
How about we go under the hood for a look at how IO Flip is made?
조코딩으로.
I've asked Simon to join me. Simon, are you ready?
Absolutely, Janine. Hi, everyone. So, I've always been a gamer, but building games requires some creative skills that I wasn't born with. But with generative AI and all these amazing Google tools working together, it was easy to make this delightful game.
So the game has some pretty unique and quirky characters. For all the collectors watching, how many cards are there?
Well, we created millions of unique cards for the game. First, the pictures on the cards were created using a technique pioneered out of Google research called Dream Booth. It enables you to fine-tune image models with a specific subject, transporting them to anywhere you can imagine.
So the picture is just one half of the card. Each one also has a fun description from the keywords that I select, right?
Yes. Those keywords are used by us behind the scenes to build more complex prompts. Now, prompting models, it's a bit of an art form. You never know exactly what you're going to get, but experimenting with them is really part of the fun. Now, this is where MakerSuite comes in. It's an easy-to-use tool that runs in your browser and a place to experiment and craft your prompts. Let me walk you through how you can create these cool descriptions in minutes. OK, so here we have MakerSuite. Janine, let's make you a card. What class and power would you like your Dash to wield?
OK, so now I enjoy a good meal. Let's go for a culinary wizard who's capable of making anything delicious.
Coming right up, and in the great tradition of TV chefs, here's one I prepared earlier. First, as you can see, we provide the model with some context. You're a writer for descriptions of a trading card game. And then we give the model an example. Here's a pretty cool one for Sparky. Finally, it's time for Dash. Let's get it pasted in. Oops. Write a short description in less than 30 words for Dash, who's a culinary wizard capable of making anything delicious.
So because large language models are non-deterministic, how do we make sure we're doing all of this in a responsible way?
That's a good question. We build our models with our AI principles in mind, so you have a responsible foundation to start from. And we also want these to be playful, so let's add, keep it upbeat, and hit run. Let's see what it generates. That's pretty cool. But if you don't like that description, you can just try again. Awesome. And since we're all developers here, let's have it output in JSON. And I'll add a kind of a schema to give it an idea of what we want. Cool. And since I want to play it with the family later, let me ask it to add a Japanese description too. Cool.
Oh, that's slick. You don't need to be an AI expert to iterate and tune prompts in MakerSuite. And now that we have the prompt, you can easily copy it to VS Code or open it in Colab.
That's right. Here we have it in Colab. You can easily access the model directly through the Palm API. And when you're ready to shift to development and build, you can access the model directly through our Palm API libraries that we built for Python, Node.js, and Java.
Thanks, Simon.
Thanks, Janine.
그냥 API를 바로 쓸 수 있는 건가?
Let me show you some examples of how some developers are using the Palm API.
오, 좋은데요?
Take Guided AI's enterprise customer chat product that uses the Palm API to create summaries of customer
이게
conversations.
챗GPT
Or one
API처럼
of my
그냥 쓸 수
favorites
있나
from
보네요.
Play Labs, where they're using the Palm API to build an agent that suggests ways to play and engage with your friends. You can even use the Palm API with popular frameworks like LangChain to build intelligent
거의
agents that
챗GPT
use
API
React
쓰듯이
to
쓸 수 있나
navigate
보네요.
complex tasks. As you
좋은데요?
can see, we're giving you access
지금
to our
공개돼
large
있나?
language models, the ones powering so many of Google's products. And starting today, we're rolling out new features in MakerSuite so you can create synthetic data and easily customize safety settings. So sign up now to try out MakerSuite and the Palm API at g.co/palm.
오. 팜 API 쓸
We're
수 있는
also thrilled to
것이라고
release
합니다.
several new Firebase extensions that use the Palm
여기로
API.
오시면 됩니다. 맞아요. 이거 아까 파이어베이스 언급만 하고
So you
말았는데.
can integrate and extend from Google and other API providers. Take the new chatbot with Palm API extension.
요겁니다.
So you can easily add a chat interface for continuous dialogue, text summarization, and more. Last month, we added coding capabilities to Bard, an experiment that's now powered by Palm 2. Bard can
이거
act as
아까
your collaborator
웨일리스트
in
들어갔어.
over 20 languages, helping you to generate code, find bugs, add annotations, and more. My favorite thing to do is play with Bard to help me learn something entirely new, like asking for examples of code in a different language. Over the next hour, you will see more exciting ways that AI can help you to be more productive with all the tools and platforms that you rely on. Next, let's get Matthew on stage so he can tell us more about how we're helping you to be more productive in mobile development.
Thanks so much, Janine. It's exciting to see how the world of AI is transforming all types of developer workflows. It's making traditional tasks easier and the previously impossible entirely within reach. We want to share 3 things from the world of mobile and Android development with you. First, how we're bringing the power of AI directly into the Android developer workflow to help you be more productive. Next, how you can build for the multi-device world that your users are asking for. And finally, how our language, toolkit, and tool improvements seamlessly converge in the modern Android development stack. As you saw earlier, AI is the next breakthrough that will define mobile, and I'd like to invite my colleague Jamal to share how we're putting AI directly into Android Studio. Jamal, tell us more.
Thanks, Matthew. I'm going to share with you an example
해석이
that
이렇습니다.
underscores not just how you approach AI,
플러터의
but how we
장점을
approach everything we
모르셨습니다.
build for you as mobile developers.
어떻게 해야 할지 모르겠어요.
Focus on helping you stay productive, become more efficient,
노티.
and get the most out of Google technologies. Now, if you didn't know, 10 years ago, we launched Android Studio with a focus on delivering innovative Android developer tools. Today, let me show you how we're continuing to help accelerate your development with demo innovations in AI called Android Studio Bot.
안드로이드 스튜디오.
Studio Bot is a tightly integrated AI-powered helper in Android Studio designed to make you more productive. We are in the early days, but I want to give you a sneak peek. Okay, let's jump in.
오, 안드로이드
Now you can
스튜디오
find
안에서 쓸 수
the
있는
pre-release
코파일럿
of Studio
같은
Bot
개념인가
in
보네요.
Android Studio Hedgehog, which you can find in the Canary channel. Okay, here I'm working on the Jet Snack app, and I'm excited to get the app ready for the all-new Android hardware, especially tablets. Now, my tablet UI, it looks okay, though it could be better. But you know, I don't remember all the best practices in creating tablet layouts. But this is where StudioBot comes in. Now, StudioBot is found in a new assistant window that you can find in the toolbar. And what's unique about this chat setup is that you don't need to send your source code to Google, just a chat dialogue between you and the bot. Okay, here I've already typed a prompt to create a laptop layout. So let's try it out.
약간 그 코파일럿 X에서 약간 이런 게 나왔는데
Nice. I have a quick response on how to add this
안드로이드
layout.
특화로 만들어져 있다면 좀 더
Now, what's nice about this
정확할 수
integration
있겠다라는
in
생각이
Android
들긴
Studio
하네요.
is that we can recognize the response as code with the right syntax highlighting per your custom ID settings. However, StudioBot does more than just generating code. It's a place to ask questions in context. So for instance, I don't need this layout in XML, but in Kotlin, since I'm doing this app in Jetpack Compose. So let's ask StudioBot. How do I do this in Jetpack Compose? And submit. And perfect. The code makes sense.
짝짝짝. 좋은데요.
And it gives me additional guidance and documentation. And you know how important tests are. Let's also ask StudioBot to create a unit test as well. So let's see.
유닛 테스트도 해준다고 합니다.
Can you create a unit test for this? And submit. And no, I'm just having a conversation with StudioBot. It remembers the context between question to question. And great. StudioBot created the unit test right in context. Pretty cool. Now, as you look at the code for a Compose layout, there are steps such as importing various dependencies. StudioBot recognizes this. And with the smart actions that StudioBot generates, I can directly convert this snippet into my project with the right imports and dependencies. So let's try it out. So let me click on this Explore and Playground, expand, and there we go. We've moved from code snippet to actual code with StudioBot. Pretty cool.
이 안드로이드 스튜디오입니다. 쌉질님이
Lastly, we
질문
have
주신
added
거는
entry points to StudioBot and
그게
key
지금
points
어떤
in the
아이디냐면
IDE,
안드로이드
both in
스튜디오에서
the code
사용할 수
editor
있는
and
안드로이드
in the
스튜디오
logs.
봇에
So for
대한
instance,
설명입니다.
earlier today, I was debugging a problem in my Android manifest. I can open up Logcat, right-click on a crash, and send it to StudioBot.
근데 진짜 자연어로 코딩이
And just
가능해진
press
게
submit.
어느 정도 지금 되고 있으니까 금방 오지 않을까요? 그래서 그 되게 유명하신 분이 그런 말
And there we
했잖아요.
go.
가장 좋은
StudioBot
프로그래밍
explains the
언어는
crash, and it knows that I forgot to add the
영어다라고
internet
말씀주셨는데
permission.
네, 그런
And it
시대가
also
오지
gives me
않을까
a quick
싶습니다.
action to add the missing line of code to my manifest, which I can fix in one click.
merge into 그걸 누르면 알아서
So
코드에 들어가는
I'm excited, but we're
좋은데요.
just at the beginning of this AI journey, and we invite you to download the latest version of Android Studio with StudioBot, try it out, and share your feedback. Now, once you've built your app with the help of StudioBot, you're ready to publish to Google Play. And here, we're also bringing the power of AI. So today, we're launching a new experiment of the Google Play console that will generate custom store listings for different types of users. You will ultimately have control of what you submit, but Google Play is there to help you be more creative. So from start to finish, develop to publish, we're deploying AI to help you move faster and to be more creative.
야, 이거 스토어 올리는 게 되게 쉽지 않거든요. 근데 스토어 올리는 것도 AI가 좀 도와준다는
Thanks,
거
Jamal.
같네요.
That was awesome. Now, let's dive into our multi-device world. As people add more connected devices to their lives, they want their apps to work across them and to adapt to each form factor's unique abilities. Let's take a look at how a developer Peloton, responded to their users' needs and is delivering an immersive multi-device experience.
치킨도 요즘 AI가 튀긴다고. 그 로봇이 튀기잖아요. 윙 치킨인가 막 이런 것도 생겼다.
The Peloton app enables members to work out at their convenience.
You can literally work out anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're on vacation, if you're at home. At Peloton, we want to meet members where they are and on the devices they own. We heard consistent feedback from our members about wanting a Wear OS app.
Our members wanted to be able to use their watches to work out with Peloton. And we took our learnings from the original bike built on AOSP to build a great mobile app across many different form factors.
We built a completely new experience so that users have even more options. They can now track their heart rate in real time on their wrist, on the phone, and on our connected fitness devices.
요즘 손가락도 되게 잘 그려지던데요.
After building the Wear OS app,
미드전이
we
이런 거
wanted to
5.1은
improve the
진짜 거의
Peloton app
있었던데.
in the Android
엄청
ecosystem.
잘
Great
나옵니다.
tablets like the ones from Samsung, Pixel, and Lenovo are a big reason why we're continuing to invest in large screens. With the Android SDK and Jetpack libraries, it's really easy to create a flexible UI to adapt to the different screen sizes. We use the Jetpack window manager to support foldable specific use cases, like tabletop mode in our video player. Now we're positioned to be even more forward-thinking by investing in
AI
exciting
도구를
new
잘
form factors.
쓰면은
Heart rate monitor usage in our app is correlated with
세계에서는
higher engagement,
엄청난 우위를
better
점할 수
workout
있지 않을까.
experience, and more workouts a month. Since launch, we've seen a bump in total workouts taken on the Android platform. We're very confident that Wear OS was a considerable driver.
In the Android ecosystem, there's so many different devices with varying capabilities, like phones, watches, tablets, and TVs. At the end of the day, we want the
WD-40
Peloton app
가지고
to be
다니다가
awesome wherever our members
로봇님들
use it.
관절에. 그래야 될 수도 있겠네.
It's incredible seeing an investment like that pay off. We're seeing that happen not just for Peloton, but for all of you who are working in this multi-device space. We're seeing a robust market continue to grow for large screen devices. Tablets, foldables, and flippables provide a huge opportunity to reach premium consumers. Our hardware partners are all in with flippable and foldable devices from Samsung, Motorola, and Oppo. Google is all in. Earlier, you saw the Pixel Fold and Pixel Tablet. We're optimizing the Android OS for large screens. And we're tuning over 50 of Google's own apps to look great on these devices.
백재민님 의견에
App
되게
developers
동의합니다.
are all in and
아마
getting rewarding
굉장히
results.
작은
Apps like
인원으로
Concepts
엄청난
and
걸
Unext
만드는
are seeing
사람들이 많아질 것
dramatically more
같습니다. 워낙
installs
생산성이 올라가니까.
and more engagement on tablets and Chromebooks. WhatsApp, eBay, and Canva are also giving users richer experiences on these screens, and as a result are seeing their
원래도
Play Store
회사에
ratings
그런 얘기 있잖아요.
increase.
그러니까 막
If you're
소수의
excited
몇
about enhancing
1%의
your app for
천재가
large
막
screens,
이끌어가고
here's how you can get
나머지는
started.
그냥 그
First,
사람 때문에
start
먹고
with
산다고.
Jetpack Window Manager
그런
and Windows size
1%는
classes and
사실
create
이제
layouts
뒤에
to
있는
take
사람
advantage of the
없이도 그냥
large screen.
혼자서도 다 만들 수 있는
Version 1.1,
그런
available
사람들이
now,
되지 않을까.
has activity embedding, the fastest way for multi-activity apps to provide great large screen layouts. Next, leverage posture detection for foldables and flippables with
하지미님께서
Jetpack Window
보안
Manager
신뢰
and
문제는
poses in the device
글쎄요.
emulator in
이것도
Android Studio,
검사해주는
like Google Meet
도구들이
did
계속 나와서
here.
아마
Third,
금방
grow your
해결되지
installs on
않을까
Google
싶긴
Play.
한데
To help users discover your optimized apps,
그래도
we're
보안
featuring high-quality
신뢰성을
apps more prominently in
검사를
the Play
하더라도
Store
그걸
and showcasing
사용함으로써
those
엄청
with
빨라지니까
device-specific
굉장히
screenshots.
빨라질 것 같긴 합니다.
Finally, test out your experiences. We're adding Pixel Fold and Pixel Tablet configurations to the Android Studio emulator. And I'm excited to share we're announcing physical device streaming for these Google devices in Android Studio. This lets you see how your app runs on Google-hosted Pixel Fold and Pixel Tablet devices right from your IDE. You can sign up to join the waitlist today. Now, let's talk about the screen on your wrist. Wear OS active devices have grown 5x since Wear OS 3 launched, and it's the fastest growing smartwatch platform. Now is a great time to jump on Wear OS, and as developers, here are the two big updates you should take advantage of. First, watch faces. They're a beautiful way to engage with your users, and with Wear OS 4, it's easier to create customizable and power-efficient ones. We're making that possible by introducing a new watch face format developed in partnership with Samsung. This is a new declarative XML format, meaning there'll be no code in your watch face APK. This will make it easier to bring your great watch face ideas to market. And second, we're releasing new APIs to bring rich animations to tiles, one of the fastest ways to get things done or launch an app on Wear OS. We're launching the first developer preview of Wear OS 4 today with an updated emulator image featuring new Bluetooth connectivity to other devices. But it's not enough to just make these form factors easier to build for. The tools and services you use should be purpose-built to take advantage of these new form factors from the start. We've done just that, and we call it modern Android development. We're building our tools and APIs with the future of the platform in mind. To show you what I mean, I'd like to invite my colleague, Florina, to the stage.
이거 말고 LLM 관련해서도 세션이 하나 있던데 그거가 더 재밌을 것 같긴 한데.
We know your to-do list is long and your time is precious. We want to help you do more faster. Modern Android development gives you the APIs, tools, and guidance to speed up your flow and help you write safer, better code so you can focus on building amazing experiences. We aim to reduce the complexity and the cost of both building and maintaining rich cross-device apps, so everything you learn applies across the entire ecosystem of Android devices. I want to share 3 of my favorite updates that help you save time and set you up for the future of the platform. First, Jetpack Compose, which makes it faster and easier to build high-quality UIs.
이거 끝나고 생성형 AI에 대한 새로운 소식에 대한 발표가 있다고 합니다. 이것도 좀 재밌을 것 같은데 과연 지금 벌써 4시, 5시 다 돼가는데 잘지 모르겠네.
Combined with architecture improvements, cut their development time nearly in half.
API,
and Clue
버텍스 이런 거
increased their development speed
소개해주나
3 times after rewriting their app in Compose. That's pretty amazing.
되게 떨리시는 것 같은데. 아이고야. 파이팅입니다.
The latest updates to Compose make it easier to build rich UIs. We're bringing Compose to even more surfaces, with Compose for TV in alpha and home screen widgets with Glance in beta. Flip through content with the new Pager APIs. Build flexible layouts with flow row and column. And take advantage of the latest Material 3 components. And we're still focused on improving Compose performance out of the box. Second, Kotlin. One of the best things to happen to Android development since switching from Eclipse to Android Studio was making Kotlin an officially supported language. All because of you.
정우용님 괜찮으시겠어요?
I still remember that announcement. I was sitting right here in the Shoreline Amphitheater, but I had a way worse seat back then. Since then, more and more apps have adopted it and have seen what an expressive, concise, and fun language it is. And now 95% of the top 1K apps use it and love it. Kotlin is at the core of our development platform, and we keep expanding the scale of Kotlin support for Android apps. We're collaborating with JetBrains on the new K2 compiler, which is already showing significant improvements in compilation speed. We are actively working on integration into our tools, such as Android Studio, Android Lint, KSP, Compose, and more, and also leveraging Kotlin code bases, our large Kotlin code bases, to verify compatibility of the new compiler. We now recommend using Kotlin for build scripts. So, with Kotlin in your build and in your UI with Compose, you can use Kotlin everywhere throughout your app. And finally, great languages deserve great tools. Android Studio keeps you productive and in the flow.
눈
App
빨개지셨어요.
Quality Insights is a great example of this. In the App Insights tab, you can see critical issues from Firebase Analytics, navigate from stack trace to code, all without leaving the IDE. Today, we're adding Android Virus crash reports. You can now access your crash reports from the Play console. No need for any additional SDKs or instrumentation to your app.
호호해주시는 분 되게 응원하려고 되게
From making
노력하시네요.
debugging better to updates in Compose and Kotlin, these were three of my favorite updates in the world of modern Android development. We hope they help you fly through your to-do
기자님.
list and build amazing apps. And now, back to Matthew.
이제 뒤에
Thanks
가서
so much,
거의 쓰러지실
Florina.
것 같은데요.
Enabling the productivity gains that Florina just mentioned, that's something that teams all across
아이고야.
Google are thinking about as we build tools and services for you. For example, Flutter is Google's open source framework for building
플러터 나왔다.
multi-platform
누가 플러터
applications
엄청
from a
기대하고
single
있었는데.
code base. When Betterment wanted to shift their strategy to a mobile-first approach, they turned to Flutter to share their code base across iOS and Android, which allowed them to achieve 100% feature parity across both platforms. And with the latest mobile update to Flutter, you can tap into Impeller for enhanced graphics performance. Additionally, with Flutter 3.10, we now include a JNI bridge to Jetpack libraries written in Kotlin, so you can call a new Jetpack library directly from Dart without needing to use an external plugin. Whether you want to shift your strategy to be mobile first or expand your app to new form factors, our mission is to give you
이런 거
simple,
구글 렌즈로
helpful
찾아보면
tools
나오지
that
않을까요?
save you time so you can build great mobile experiences. Next, to talk to you about what Google is doing on the web, I'd like to invite Matt Waddell to the stage.
웹에 대해서 이야기를 해주신다고 합니다.
Janine talked about the importance of being open by design. And that's one of the things that makes the web so critical. It's a platform that's owned by none of us and shared by all of us. And with Google's contributions to Chromium, Angular, Interop, and many other efforts, we want to keep moving the web forward, to keep on keeping open. We also want to make sure that the web's tools and APIs are solving real-world problems and doing so efficiently. So today, I'm going to share a few challenges and opportunities that we're trying to address together to deliver a web that's both more powerful and way easier to work on. The first opportunity is really about reaching new customers across platforms. The web is a key part of this conversation. It's often called the universal runtime. At the same time, nearly all of us are also making investments in client and server apps. Now, this is not a web or native thing. Honestly, that debate is pretty boring. This is a web and native thing. The key is figuring out how to take your investments in desktop or mobile and make it easy to target the web. WebAssembly, or WASM, makes this possible. Since it arrived a couple years ago, we've seen companies like Figma, Unity, Snap, VLC, and others use WASM to bring code from their C++, C#, even their Swift apps, and run it on the web. Today, we have some really cool updates for the community. For starters, WebAssembly now supports managed memory languages. This extends the benefits of WASM to even more workflows. For example, if you're writing your app in Dart and Flutter, WASM can now run your browser code more than 3 times faster than compiling to JavaScript. I'm also excited about what this means for Android developers, most of whom are writing their apps in Kotlin. Starting today, thanks to some early work by JetBrains, Kotlin also runs on WASM. This means you'll be able to write your Android features just once, then use WASM to deploy your app to the web. You get to reach new customers with native performance, and it's a great example of how web and native can really scale your efforts. Another opportunity that's certainly top of mind right now is AI and machine learning. And there's a critical role for the web to play here, and it all starts with GPUs, the stuff you need to train and run the models that you saw earlier from Simon. Today, most of these workloads are served in the cloud, and there's a complementary set of GPUs in the devices we use every day. The problem is it's not very accessible right now, and we can change that with the web. That's why we're excited to highlight Web GPU.
맞아.
It's a new
최근에 이거
API.
발표됐죠.
Yes.
웹 GPU. 그래가지고 이제
It's
브라우저에서
a new API that
GPU
unlocks the power
접근해가지고
of
돌릴 수
GPU
있는
hardware and makes the web AI ready. After all, the web is already on phones, desktops, laptops. Web GPU just gives you access to all of that local compute. So you can save money, increase speed, and build privacy-preserving features. Let me share a few details. In terms of performance, ML libraries like TensorFlow.js now run over 100 times faster on Web GPU than vanilla JavaScript.
야, 좋네요.
These kinds of gains make a big difference when you're running AI models or graphics-heavy apps. You can really see the difference here in this diffusion model running on WebGL on the left versus Web GPU on the right, both of which are running inside the browser. Now, I'm going to ask the model for an image of a cat next to a window with the sunlight streaming in. Fun fact, lots of Chrome folks are cat people, so this example is pretty on brand. As you can see, Web GPU finishes in just under 10 seconds, while WebGL takes over 3 times longer. And until recently, WebGL was the fastest implementation on the web. AI, ML, LLMs, look, they're a big deal for a good reason. And by using Web GPU, you can now build your app with compute that's both in the cloud and on the local device. I also just want to acknowledge the many new APIs and components that we're discussing at I/O to deliver a more capable platform.
그냥 그 웹에서 즉 브라우저에서 그 GPU에 접근해서 쓸 수 있는 그런 라이브러리로 이해했는데
from storage solutions like
그게 맞나
SQLite to UI features like view transitions.
나온 지가 최근에 나오긴
We do
했는데
this
좀
work
되긴
as an
했거든요.
ecosystem. So please do check them out.
GPU.
Now, so far we've talked about a more powerful web. These APIs and these features, they're cool. What's really cool, though, is when they're easy to use and they seamlessly match your workflow. So you can spend more time actually building and less time as a systems integrator. Let me show you some updates that will really enhance your productivity. The first is about web frameworks. And yes, it's easy to romanticize about vanilla JavaScript, especially if you started your own journey with text editor, view source, maybe Stack Overflow, and sheer determination. The thing is, more than half of us use front-end frameworks to build our apps. This abstracted web is the web. So today, we're introducing some new tools to reflect this reality. First up is Firebase hosting, which many of us already use to deploy apps. Last year, we added support for frameworks like Next.js and Angular. Yes, I see you. And starting today, we are expanding this support to include Astro, Flutterweb, and others. In addition, you can now serve backend code in hosting preview channels, so you can verify changes to your app without affecting production. For all you Flutter fans, I see you. For all you Flutter fans, we continue to address your top asks, and version 3.10 significantly reduces load times and integrates Flutter Web into existing web content. In fact, what you're going to see here is an example of Flutter Web running inside of an Angular app. It's like a big framework hug. Finally, regardless your framework of choice, you'll eventually need to debug some of your code. It happens. Many of us debug with Chrome DevTools, and starting today, it does a much better job of code that's generated by modern frameworks. From cleaner stack traces, to a new show your code option, to more breakpoint reliability. It just works, so you can focus on your app experience.
오, 좋네요.
Another area that really impacts productivity is performance tuning. Have you already reduced your load times by 3x? Probably yes. Do you still want it to be faster? Also probably yes. And too often that work feels like you're trying to do it with your eyes closed. We want to help. So today we got a few updates that offer insight into real-world performance and make it easier to actually achieve your performance goals. In terms of metrics, Core Web Vitals has emerged as a key yardstick for quality and performance, with an initial focus on page loading. At the same time, we know that page responsiveness is a key part of the overall experience. Is your app reactive or responsive, or more a snap in a given session? Today, we're announcing that Interaction to Next Paint, or INP, is graduating from experimental, and by next year, it'll become the vital metric that captures that dimension of responsiveness. The lower the number, the more users are getting immediate feedback in your app. And that kind of intel is crucial when it comes to app quality. To help you actually reach your performance goals, we've been working with frameworks to integrate Vitals into measurement directly. And as of today, that set includes Next.js, Nuxt, and Angular. And if you use Angular, version 16 now includes a new reactivity model and improvements to server-side rendering and hydration that significantly improve your Vital scores. Look, we get that app performance isn't just an optimization. It's one of your most important features. And today's updates are designed to really speed things up, both in terms of the benchmarking and the actual tuning. Okay, one more thing, and I really do mean one more thing, both because I'm going to hand off after this and because it's something that I'm especially excited about. So far, we've talked about APIs, capabilities, quality improvements, tools, all the things that you can do on the web platform. And yet, all too often, the dub actually stands for Wild Wild West. Is this API supported in this browser? Can I depend on this CSS transition? Am I getting the latest and greatest when I use this framework? Trying to make sense of all that is like that moment, it's like just before the orchestra starts, when everyone's tuning their instrument, it's big and it's loud and it's noisy. And then the musicians come together around a single shared note. And it feels great. We want to bring that level of clarity to platform changes. So we've been working in the WebDX community group with browser vendors like Apple, Mozilla, Microsoft, framework providers like Angular, Nuxt, Next.js, to establish a stable and predictable view of the web. And it's called Baseline. Baseline captures the evergreen set of features that are supported across browsers, and it finally takes the guesswork out of, can I actually use this in my app or not?
Can I use 이런 느낌으로 만든
Every year we'll
표준
also introduce
검사도
Baseline 23, 24, 25, which will be a cut of everything's new across browsers and compatible. It's going to be an annual release for the entire web ecosystem. MDN has been a close partner in this work. So here's Hermina Conde to share more.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, everyone. I'm Hermina Conde, and I'm the director of MDN at Mozilla. At MDN, we provide documentation for modern web development to more than 1 million developers every day. However, we understand that keeping up with a constantly evolving web platform is a major challenge for developers. More importantly, there's tremendous innovation happening in the browser space, and developers don't have a common language to talk about the features that are generally available for use on the web. To address this issue, we've partnered with Google and the WebDX community group to provide a transparent view of stable and well-supported features that drive the platform's growth, giving developers a simple and clear signal of what's the baseline for the web platform. Starting today, we'll be rolling out this labeling on our site, as you can see here, and hope to cover all relevant features in the coming months. Back to you, Matt.
Thanks, Hermina. You know, browser interop and compatibility really get to the core of what makes the web great. It's this ability to collaborate and federate across companies, stacks, and endpoints, where all of us is truly better than any single one of us. And with Baseline, we can still provide a consistent experience. No more wild, wild west, just the World Wide Web. And we're grateful for the chance to contribute. Next up is Lawrence to talk about how we're bringing this approach to AI and machine learning to enable your creativity and to solve some really important problems for customers.
오, AI 머신러닝 나왔습니다. 약간 이런 표준인 것 같아요.
Wow, Matt's a hard act to follow. So thank you, everybody. And we've been seeing a lot of amazing and very cool AI stuff today. And we've explored tools that are designed to make your life easier as a developer. And we want to empower you to be more effective on mobile, on the web, and of course, in the cloud. But AI isn't some kind of magic pixie dust that you can just sprinkle to get a solution. It requires smart engineering work from developers just like you. And as a developer, you are a dreamer, you're a maker, you're a thinker, and you're a shaper. And it's our goal and our passion to make it easy for you to use your skills to take advantage of all of these new opportunities afforded by machine learning. So let's take a look at how coders just like you were able to engineer a solution for my friend Lance, who was able to reconnect with the world after he lost everything.
This is my smart night room. This is my dog, Wiki, and Sammy. And this is my sick gaming computer. I live on the plains of eastern Colorado. This is my new house. My old one burnt down, but we'll get back to that. This is me, Lance Carr. I've got a rare form of muscular dystrophy, so I can't really move my body. For me, playing video games is my link to the world. But I had to stop gaming because this house burnt down along with my adaptive equipment, and I had absolutely no way to play Warcraft or any other computer game. I definitely had a low point. So when I got connected with some cool folks at Google, hey guys.
Hey Lance.
I was pretty stoked. We teamed up to develop this thing called Project Game Face.
Yeah, the name is pretty cool.
It allows me to precisely control my mouse with my face. It's so
이걸로
precise,
마우스
I can
조정하고.
even write in cursive.
Project GameFace uses MediaPipe, which links together a number of different AI models to give you an output. And in this case, the output is a mesh of 468 points on your face and convert that into telemetry like mouse movement or clicks. It runs natively on devices and it only needs an input from a webcam, which to me is one of the most amazing things about it.
Controlling my computer with funny faces, it's pretty awesome.
You know, the face is what we show to the outside world anyway, so why not bring these two things together? There's a beautiful symmetry there.
I was stronger when I was 6 months old than I am now. Muscular dystrophy takes, and this actually added an ability. So it's the first time I've gained something in a physical sense. My hope is to definitely give this technology to everybody who could use it.
There are many people out there who have ideas, who have creativity, so we're open sourcing this technology for folks to create miraculous solutions like this one.
I just want to make a lot of people's lives better and easier. Well, we're going to get back to it. Thanks for hopping by the plains of Colorado.
Oh, you saw me?
Look at the edges of the cliffs. Right. Whoa, whoa.
Wait, what was that?
He's a warlock.
Oh.
I should have known.
Thank you. And this is just one of the many reasons that I do what I do. And I believe that building AI solutions can help us all make the world a much better place. And as you saw in that video, Lance's mobility is quite limited. And solutions that can help him interact with the world can be very expensive and very difficult to maintain. Until AI and machine learning came along. And this is where good software engineering, combined with these new technologies, can help us solve problems that just were not feasible before. So let's follow some good engineering practice, and we'll decompose the problem into smaller, solvable solutions. And in this case, that meant taking multiple ML models and orchestrating them together with traditional code. There was one that detected a face, which then fed code that cropped the image to just contain that face. And then there was another ML model that detected landmarks on the face before we finally wrote code that turned the location of those landmarks into mouse telemetry. And now you have ML models and traditional code working side by side to solve a problem quickly and easily. Solutions like this are what we delight in, and we're really excited to announce and show you the work that we've been doing with MediaPipe, where we've taken, thank you, where we've taken common problems that we as developers needed to solve. Now, some are relatively simple, like image or text classification, and some are much more complex, like facial landmarks or hand poses. But the goal was to encapsulate them all into a single modular solution that you can drop into your apps or your sites. But we haven't stopped there. For you to be successful in building revolutionary apps like Project GameFace, you also need to go beyond the solutions that we thought of. So, MediaPipe offers customizable solutions that can easily be integrated into your platform of choice, ready to solve those hard problems. Like the way Project GameFace grew out of a head-tracking pipeline of models to one that gave us finer control over facial landmarks. And of course, the models can be customized through retraining. So if the model's close to what you want, but not quite there. For example, the hand pose model might be great, but it can't identify rock, paper, scissors. So we're making it easy for you to fine-tune the pipeline for that with very little code, like this. And then, when it comes to integrating ML models into your Android, iOS, or your web application, you don't need to worry about tensors or any of those other complex underlying machine learning constructs. We're making it easier for you because the MediaPipe framework will tightly integrate with the native data types in your chosen language. And all of this is available for you to use today, including 9 new solution types. So I think you're going to have lots of fun playing with them. I know I did. And I think you're going to build some amazing things with MediaPipe. But not only that, Project GameFace that we created using this technology is being open sourced today. So Lance, you're going to get your wish of making this available for everybody to use. So now I'm going to invite, thank you.
좋은데요? 이거는 진짜 좋은 것 같은데? 이걸로 할 수 있는
So
거 진짜
now I'm
많을
going
것
to invite
같은데?
my friend and colleague Sharbani
이거
on
좀
stage,
써봐야겠다.
and she's going to tell us more about how we're powering end-to-end workflows for you to build on. Sharbani.
Thank you so much, Lawrence.
로코드로 API를 쓸 수 있다고 하니까 되게 쉽게 그냥 이런 기능들을 가져와 쓸
I
수
just
있는 것 같아요.
loved those examples. I never get over how ML is such an exciting and impactful space. Our machine learning products are underpinned by deep customer needs, be it for diverse technical customers and partners across the globe, or right here at Google. We're focused on providing a unified ecosystem of tools, services, tutorials, and open standards across machine learning workflows, from access to data sets and pre-trained models with Kaggle, to cutting-edge research with JAX, to powerhouse model deployment with TensorFlow and Keras. We're sharing the same innovations that power all the stuff you heard about earlier today. To help show you how we've worked to pass this on to you, let me walk you through a fun example inspired by our littlest of users. My family loves getting outside. My kids are especially into birds, which are easier to hear than spot. My kids often ask, Mama, ¿cuál pájaro está cantando? Which is Spanish for, Mom, what bird is singing? After our last adventure, I remember that the Google research team had recently open sourced a new bird vocalization classifier model on Kaggle models. So I fired it up in Colab. It's a great place to write and execute code from your browser, offering free access to powerful Google Cloud GPUs and TPUs, perfect for machine learning. And just like that, I've got some simple code to identify birds by their song. I used a recording from a previous outing, and here you can see it identified the sound that I captured as a broad-tailed hummingbird. Hummingbirds are fun to watch, but they're so fast and hard to see. So the next day, when Lawrence and I were chatting, yes, we actually worked together, and no, we're not paid actors or models. He reminded me about the new large language model integration in Colab. Now let's see what happens when we add in some Colab magic. We can get the model to describe what the bird will look like by simply typing %% or by writing a function in Python that uses this. This is a simple way to access large language models that is almost as easy as using a chat interface, but backed by the flexibility that you want as a developer. They integrate beautifully into Python, and as you can see, run like lightning on Colab, thanks to the free compute. Okay, so the model has
그냥
given me a
LLM
description of
하면
the bird.
팜이랑 연결되는 건가요?
Now, let's take another look at another fun tool that our team has been working on, Keras CV, which is the new library of state-of-the-art computer vision models for Keras, the high-level modeling framework in TensorFlow.
그런 것 같아요.
So
그
taking the
콜앱의
description that we
빌트인으로
just
좀 라지
got
랭귀지 모델이
with a
들어간
few
것 같습니다.
additional lines of code, it can help me take a complex diffusion model and give me a beautiful picture of the bird. Gorgeous.
오, 잠깐만 이거 어디서 가져온 거지?
Keras CV and Keras
Keras
NLP
CV.
are toolboxes that solve many common ML developer problems. Avoiding overfitting? Check. Augmenting data? Why, yes, we've got you covered. Transformer-based models? Yes. All within the familiar Keras API. Also, Keras CV and Keras NLP models are part of the TensorFlow ecosystem, so you can run seamlessly inference on device, in the browser, or on almost any compute surface. Now, I know this is a fun demo I built for my kids, but think about what we just did. We went from a sound to a picture through a process of orchestrating multiple complex models with some simple code in a matter of minutes. And what I showed you was a process for how we solve problems, whether it's a bird or a plane, and detecting flight contrails to mitigate global warming. By the way, check out that competition on Kaggle. We want to enable you to solve all these problems with machine learning, wherever you are in your workflow and wherever you are in your AI journey. There's a lot to take in, but we can help you today. Visit g.co/AI/build to learn more about the new technologies and techniques I just shared, including Keras, TensorFlow, Kaggle, Colab, and more. We've also shared a really cool walkthrough that lets you train a generative text model and shrink it to run on an Android phone, taking you end-to-end from data to deployment. And if you want to take your AI application to the next level, to share how you can do that with world-class infrastructure and tooling from Google Cloud, I'd like to invite Ken to tell you all about it.
좋은데요? 여기에 뭔가 AI 관련은
Thank
다
you, Shravani.
이것도 되게 좋았던 것 같고.
When it comes to cloud, generative AI is opening the door for professional developers with all different skill levels to be productive. All of this is made possible because of Google's industry-leading AI-optimized infrastructure.
하드 코딩.
With our new cloud capabilities, along with managed services, you can build enterprise-ready applications without needing expertise in areas like security, scalability, sustainability, and cost management. Like you heard from Thomas, we are transforming cloud development with Duet AI, a new generative AI-powered collaborator that acts as your expert pair programmer. We believe Duet AI fundamentally changes how developers of all skill levels can build cloud applications. It provides collaborations where you need it, within Cloud Console, chat, and your IDE. With Duet AI, you will also have the power to not just call Google-trained models, but also custom code models trained directly on your code. Well, instead of me telling you about it, let me show you how. Let's say I'm running a shopping website called Simple. And thanks to Google Cloud, we have a global footprint.
그러게요. 메인 뉴스는
We have lots of customers in India. So we want to give them a better experience. And the first step is to support the Hindi language. So I head over to Cloud Workstation, my secure, fully managed development environment, which is now available in GA. And all I have to do is to create a function and add a comment. And now, thanks to Duet AI, I can see a code snippet for using Cloud Translation API is suggested to me immediately. Generated code is a good start, but good software engineering practice, like ensuring that my dependencies are up to date, is essential. So before I go to production, I can check these and ensure they work. It looks like I have an old version of a telemetry library. So let's click Upgrade to fix it. And my website now supports Hindi. Bahut acha. What would have taken me a long time, not to mention I might not have been able to do it on my own, just took me minutes. And one of my personal favorite ways to use Duet AI is making the work of maintaining large code bases simpler. I've come across this code, which I'm not familiar with. Well, now instead of pinging the owner, searching for related code, and spending long time reviewing it, I can just ask Duet AI to help me understand this piece of code. And here it is. If you want to give it a go, sign up for Duet AI today by joining our trusted tester program. Which of pinging the owner and spending long time reviewing it by joining our trusted tester program.
요겁니다.
Customize foundation models from Google with your own code base. No ML expertise required.
듣고 싶었는데.
And you can call your custom code models directly from Duet AI. Here's an example where we created a fine-tuned model using Symbol's code base. We wanted to understand our site's performance on mobile, so we added a comment. Next, Duet AI generated code for performance tracing from our own library. That's extremely useful, right? And while having the ability to tune and customize foundation models is awesome, let's also look at how Vertex AI can help create new content, like images and text, so we can continue to grow our business. In Vertex AI, you can easily access a full suite of foundation models from Google and open source partners with enterprise-grade data governance and security. And you don't need to worry about all the work needed to set them up. Let's give it a go. So we want to add a new product to our catalog, and handbags are always popular. In Vertex AI, I can simply choose Imagine, our text-to-image foundation model. I will then enter my desired prompt, and ta-da! I now have multiple variations to work with. Cool, right? I think I'll pick this one. It's almost perfect. And if I want to tweak the design, I have more power than simple in-painting. I can use mask-free editing, so it will work regardless of the complexity of the image, giving me the freedom to easily iterate and explore different options without the complexity of hosting my own model or figuring out its hyperparameters. So let's change the material to iridescent blue with a scale texture and add a tassel. Now, this is a bag I would buy. Typically, we would now create a physical prototype of the bag to take it to market. But we only have a few minutes, so let's use an existing tote bag so I can show you how we can generate creative options with Vertex AI. I took a few pictures of the bag using my phone and was able to fine-tune the model with them. And in just a few minutes, I can now see my handbag literally anywhere, from the Grand Canyon to the beach to the city, without getting on a plane, very carbon-friendly. This shot is my favorite, and I think I'll use it. With Vertex AI, I can quickly and easily upscale it so it looks consistent on high-resolution displays in my online store and in print. It's almost ready to be added to my site. As I'm expanding globally, the power of Vertex AI will let me to generate text captions for accessibility and localize them into more than 300 languages. Maybe my next market will be Arabic-speaking. So let's translate the copy and, that was easy. Also, with the embeddings API, I can calculate the embedding vector for my generated text and use that to do lots of cool stuff, like ensuring I have the right style of description for my brand, or other powerful use cases like semantic search, or questioning answering, or content recommendations. We love how generative AI make workflows simpler, and the power of verdicts allows you to do it at global scale, easily, securely, and safely. Just imagine what ideas you can now turn into reality and reach a global audience. Speaking of global reach, over 3 billion and businesses from across the world rely on Google Workspace daily. They can use it to create, connect, and collaborate. What if you could leverage the power of Duet AI to build apps on Workspace without even knowing how to code? Let's say I'm asked to create an app to better manage travel requests for our team. I head over to AppSheet, a no-code platform used to build apps integrated with Google Workspace. I describe in natural language the travel approval app I want to build. Next, Duet AI walks me through the process step by step, asking a simple set of questions like, how would I like to be notified? What are the key sections of my app? And most importantly, what's the name of the app? Let's call it Simple Travel. Once the questions are answered, Duet AI creates the app with travel requests from my team within Google Workspace. I love how Duet AI empowers everyone to get things done quickly and more effectively. And for those of us who do love to code, and I'm sure there are a lot of people like that here, we are announcing new chat APIs in Google Workspace today, which will be generally available in the coming weeks. With these APIs, you can build chat apps that provide links previews and let users perform actions like creating or updating records. Atlassian used these APIs to build their Jira app for chat. New extensibility features for Workspace make it so you can easily build workflows across Workspace and third-party apps, creating connected experiences. And coming to preview in the next few weeks are new Google Meet APIs and 2 new SDKs that allow you to bring your app into Google Meet, or bring Google Meet data and capabilities to your apps. As you can see here, we have the Figma app in Meet with multiple people working together.
오, 와, 구글 밋 API 괜찮은데요?
All of these AI investments we showed you today can fundamentally transform the way all cloud users, whether you're a developer or a business owner, build new experiences. From our enterprise-grade cloud products and large language models to flexible open frameworks that Lawrence talked about earlier, there has never been a better time to explore what AI and ML can do for you. Next, I'll pass it back to Janine to wrap us up here.
구글 밋 API가 지금도 있나?
Today, we're seeing what happens when software engineers and new technologies like AI work together. We can unleash creativity and build things that simply never existed before. What's really amazing is the impact that we can all make together as a community. And I'd stress that we're really only just getting started. The opportunity to be a part of something wonderful is right there for all of us. Let's explore what happened when over 1,000 developers came together on Kaggle to solve a problem experienced by the parents of deaf children.
We're a family of 4. The 2 of us and our twin boys, Aaron and Ishe. Aaron is deaf and Ishe is hearing.
Every single day I would be like, can I just download ASL in my brain today? Can I just become proficient? I know what I want to say to this kid. Can I just find the language that he understands?
No one told us it was important for us as parents to learn ASL. Like, how would we communicate with our daughter if we didn't learn ASL?
Learning any language is pretty difficult, but if you put it in the perspective of learning a language to communicate with your child, it's something that you know that you need to do.
What we really want to do is make sign language more accessible to the hearing community, especially these hearing parents of deaf infants. Pop Sign is a game that uses AI to help anybody be more confident in their signing. Hold it with one hand, name with one hand.
And then sign dad, and then, oh, yeah, cool, got it.
Pop Sign was built by a team of students at Georgia Tech and RIT. The game tracks your hand gestures and confirms that they are the correct signs in real time on your device, using MediaPipe and TensorFlow Lite, two powerful cross-platform tools for building machine learning apps.
You're not just watching, but you're doing. So the learning that happens by doing is a lot more powerful.
수화를 배우는 교육용 게임인가 보네요.
This is just the beginning of a journey, and there are going to be lots of positive ripple
이거 맞아.
effects.
수화도
New
키울 수
innovations, new
있던데. 키우면은 수화도
Is better than ever. Is better than ever.
캐글에 참여한 1,400 몇 명 있는데 그 사람들이 만든 모델을 이용한 것 같아요.
Using technology to help parents communicate with their children. Now, that's stories like that I've been waiting all year to be able to share. Because it shows what's possible when technology is accessible to everyone. Before I wrap up, I'd like to share one more example of this. Last year, we launched the AR Core Geospatial API. And it's enabled many of you to build location-based, immersive experiences. With AR Core now available on over 1.4 billion devices, we wanted to go a step further and share this opportunity with more types of creators than just the hardcore coders in the house. Starting today, you can easily design and publish with our new Geospatial Creator powered by AR Core and Google Maps platform. It's available today in tools that creators already know and love. Unity and Adobe Aero and Geospatial pre-release. Anyone can now create engaging AR experiences with just a few clicks. To give you an idea of what you can achieve with these tools, we're partnering with Taito to launch the Space Invaders World Defense game later this summer.
포켓몬고 같은 거를 그냥 쉽게 만들
It's
수 있는
inspired by the original gameplay, and it turns your city into a playground. Today, you saw how we're making it easier for you to cut through complexity and make your apps work even better in this multi-device, multi-platform world. We're bringing the power of AI to help guide you throughout your entire development experience with assistants built right into Android Studio and Google Cloud. You can access the same foundation models to build your own AI solutions with MakerSuite, Firebase, and Vertex AI. And Google's commitment to the open web hasn't changed. We're still collaborating with the community to push forward innovations like WebGPU to make the web AI ready, like WebAssembly to accelerate app performance, and Baseline so you can build with confidence across browsers. And now, you can head to the Google I/O website to find 200 sessions and other learning material to go deeper into everything you heard today, all the I/O announcements.
이제 이렇게 두 개가 끝났습니다.
And I know I speak for all Googlers when they say they're super excited to join you online as well, and other developers from all around the globe on Adventure Chat. It's all on io.google. I look forward to chatting with you all too online later. We've all heard from you that you're eager to get back with your community together in person, as well as with Google experts. So we're coming to you with 4 new flagship events this year, and we're calling them I/O Connect, because it's all about connecting with the experts behind all the I/O announcements. We'll be bringing along hands-on demos, code labs, office hours, and more, so you can get up to speed on all of this new tech. The first one is in Miami. It's going to be on May 24th. And then we have Amsterdam, Bengaluru, and Shanghai to follow soon. And if you can't make it to one of those, you can still join us at one of the more than 250 IO Extended meetups that are happening all around the world in the next few months. Thank you for joining us today. This is your moment. Go create!
커뮤니티 서울에도 있네요. 올랭 코리아에서 아이오 익스텐디드 워치 파티를 5월 11일 날 한다고 합니다. 그래도 그냥 뭐 저는 이거가 좋았어요. 제일 좋았던 건 AI를 좀 로코드 API를 할 수 있는 이거 승인 빨리 되면은 이것도 좀 유용하게 쓸 수 있지 않을까. 팜 API 이거가 이제 승인 받으면 쓸 수 있을 것 같은데, 이거가 거의 챗GPT API 쓰듯이 쓸 수 있으면은 좀 재밌을 것 같아요. 어떤 챗GPT API보다 이게 더 나을지 이런 것도 비교를 해볼 수 있을 것 같고. 네, 팜 API 쓰는 방법이 use the Palm API to help write code고 에이전트 만들기. 거의 챗GPT API랑 비슷한 느낌으로 만들 수 있을 것 같긴 하네요. (75 토큰 per second) 75 토큰 per second면은 꽤 빠를 텐데, 이게 곱하기 4 정도가 이제 글자 수잖아요. 그래가지고 컨텍스트 윈도우 8000 토큰. 팜 괜찮은데요? 되게 빠른 것 같은데. 네, 아무튼 요거 빨리 통과가 됐으면 좋겠네요. 아, 그리고 이거 미디어 파이프 스튜디오, 요거는 좀 재밌게 써봄직할 것 같은데요. 이게 되게 쉽게 로우 코드로 돼 있는 것 같아서 바로 여기서 테스트도 해볼 수 있는 것 같아요. 아까 보니까 여기 C 데모에서 데모를 돌려볼 수 있는 것 같습니다. 오브젝트 디텍션. 네, 아무튼 이런 거 바로 해볼 수 있는 것 같고. 네, 아무튼 요 정도 발표가 있었네요. 네, 그 다음에 저거 바로 밑에 거 요거 C 데모 매직 터치 뭐지? 뭔가 인풋이 이 웹캠을 켜서 할 수 있던데. 손가락? 손가락? 요거 켜졌다. 이거 되나요? 근데 아마 지금 OBS에서 쓰고 있어가지고 이게 안 되는 것 같은데. 네, 그렇습니다. 아무튼 네, 요거 재밌었고, 요거 듣고 싶은데 요거 들을 수 있나? 몇 시에 하는지 모르겠네요. 네, 로그인을 해놨는데 이거 몇 시에 하는지 모르겠습니다. 근데 아마 뭐 또 나왔던 얘기 또 하는 것 같긴 한데, 개발자가 최고의 라지 랭귀지 모델 기반으로 쉽게 개발할 수 있는 새로운 도구가 버텍스 AI나 뭐 아까 보여드린 미디어 파이프 스튜디오나 이런 거가 그냥 여기서 한 번 더 자세히 소개해 주는 정도가 아닐까 싶은데, 네, 그렇습니다. 초급. 웹 GPU 또 밀고 있고. 이거 따로 세션도 있네요. 이거 들어봐도 좋겠다. 제넷 빌더. 이것도. vertex AI 이거 사용하는 것도 재밌을 것 같고요. 이거는 자고 일어나서 한번 들어봐야 될 것 같습니다. 네, 아무튼 이제는 요거 또 들어봐야겠다. 네, 요거는 이거는 아니고. 네, 좋습니다. 그럼 이제 방종 타이밍이 온 것 같습니다. 네, 저 자고 일어나서 나머지 세션은 녹화 세션으로 들어봐야겠습니다. 오늘 구글 I/O 전반적인 요약을 하자면 엄청 놀라운 건 없었고 그냥 뭐 재밌게 써볼 만한 것들이 좀 많이 나온 것 같다. 네, 이 정도로 정리를 해볼 수 있을 것 같습니다. 네, 그러면은 구글 찾아야 되는데. 종료. 네, 재밌었습니다. 네, 여러분들 고생 많으셨고요. 네, 좋은 밤이 이제 아침이 됐나요? 네, 좋은 네, 그래도 내일 혹시 출근하시거나 하시는 분들은 푹 주무시고 네, 좋은 하루 되시길 바라겠습니다. 구글 창을 제가 다 닫아버렸네. 네, 저도 시청해 주셔서 감사드리고요. 네, 좋은 아침 되시고 이제 방종하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 참여하신 많은 분들 지금 185분 감사드립니다. 이 늦은 시간이라고 해야 될지 이른 시간이라고 해야 될지. 네. 네, 다크모드. 다크모드 반응이 너무 웃겼던 것 같아요. 갑자기 다크모드 뜨자마자 막 엄청 좋아하고. 네, 그러면 너무 고생 많으셨고요. 그러면 이제 방종 해볼 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 네, 좋은 밤 아침 되시고 네, 좋아요 나가실 때 좋아요 안 누르신 분들 한 번씩 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 방종하겠습니다. 감사합니다.